So, we're gonna get started now.
Oh my god!
It's happening.
Not ready.
Everyone, yeah, well, we need you to be ready because I don't care if you're ready. I don't care if you're ready. We're a half hour late. So this is it. This is the cast game. She kills monsters.
Missing
One of the main cast.
We're missing some of the people.
But that's okay.
They will appear later in the fight.
We'll
Are
all
we
die
recording
and then
this?
they show
It's
up.
on right now.
Okay.
We're recording.
Okay, we are recording.
Oh.
Audio.
No,
Not
Not video.
I was ready for it though.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I think it's blue.
So, we will be joined by Maddie and Gwen soon. They will interrupt the game, no doubt. So one quick thing. So you guys, even though you're all level 20, you haven't had the
Can I
time.
cuss in this recording because I probably will.
What was that?
Can I cuss in this
Yeah.
recording? Okay, good.
I don't care. Do whatever you
But her
want.
show is so clean. Yeah.
So you guys haven't had the time and grinding that usually happens in a D&D campaign that actually gets to level 20. So you're missing out on a lot of stuff. So to give you guys that edge,
As if anyone makes it to level 20 ever.
True.
we're trying. To give you guys that edge, you'll notice, those of you who I held onto the character sheets for, and those of you who don't, you can all mark inspiration. Which is right here.
Thank you.
So you can all mark that you have inspiration, but which normally it will just give you advantage on a roll. For the purposes of this game, we're gonna call it a bullshit point. And what you can do, you each have one, and then there are 5 more in my little notebook here represented by skulls that are group points. Basically what you can do is, if something happens, like say Tiamat throws you into a bottomless pit, or you get melted by acid or something, you can use your bullshit to sell me a bullshit story as to how things happen differently.
Cool.
So you each have one of those, or you could bullshit like, well, I actually have this super awesome magic crossbow, or like, I have this, or you can use it for almost anything except defeating Tiamat. Or you can use it the regular way and give yourself advantage. So this is what you will use to save your own butts. You could also use it in other ways, say to speed up casting a spell. Like, oh, normally this spell takes an hour, or it needs a spell slot that I used. You could be like, well, I'm so awesome, and I've prepared all my life for this moment, and it's so important that I just boost it up to 1 action. Like, if you need, yeah. You all have one, and then I have 5 more marked as the group, and the group has to agree, like, yeah, use it.
Like, use that.
Go ahead.
I'll probably be needing 1 or more. Because.
Alright, so with that out of the way, so, Agnes,
Yes.
the ass habit,
Thanks.
Lilith, the demon queen, Miles, the gelatinous cube,
Monk.
the great mage Steve,
Yes.
Tilius the paladin, who is not here, Jacob the Almirage,
What?
that's what you named him, right?
No.
You.
I'm
No,
narrator.
the thing Gwen is playing.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I
Did you
named
name
him
it
Jacob.
Jacob? Okay.
Oh, I think so.
Or I guess we can make it Vera the I don't know. We'll ask when they get here. I don't know the rest of your names because you didn't have them ready yet.
Narrator, the changeling.
Narrator, the bard changeling.
Feathers the chicken.
Feathers the chicken.
Mr. Duck.
Mr.
Duck.
Duck. You have all gathered together. And I'm sorry, you're not the person. My bad.
How rude.
Calliope Darkwalker.
Don't you, Chuck?
Dark
The
elf.
Drow assassin. You have all gathered here, or you have been gathered together for some time on the quest of utmost importance to slay and banish the Tiamat. It has been a long quest, and you have journeyed to a long-forgotten castle on the peaks of one of the steepest mountains of the land to face the tyrant queen herself. But as you enter the castle, long dilapidated and torn apart by time, its roof collapsed. Ages passed. Its walls barely standing. You see treasure, gold and silver, statues, chests, piled around, but no dragon. And here you stand in an empty room, the throne beckoning.
Where's the throne?
Oh, the throne's right there. It's that little staircase thing right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the ETA on Maddie and Gwen?
I didn't say.
Okay, then we're gonna have to jump the gun. I didn't want to do this.
You want to use
He
it.
twice.
Oh well.
We can message.
At that point,
I have enough D10s now.
Tilius laughs.
I do nothing
Says-
for the next minute.
So the last scene of the show happens now.
I die.
I don't know how.
Foolish mortals.
What'd you
Wait.
say, Selene?
Was that what your character did?
Yep.
If you had time, Tilius says, "Foolish mortals! You truly believed I was one of you.
Oh.
Tilius has been dead for a year.
Well, thanks for bringing that up. So that's really raw for me. Like, that's rude.
This is heartbreaking for you."
Yeah,
Tilius'
that's really
sister.
rude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, but I cannot go back. I intend to rule this world. Now meet your doom. And at that point, she drops Tilius' sword, the eastern blade of the Dreamwalker. And you all watch
Oh shit.
Tilius transform.
Oh my god.
And now we're playing What's in Reader's Shirt.
Oh shit!
Did they
Wait,
want to see
wait,
it?
show it to Selene. Show it to
Yeah.
Selene. Yes.
I'll take a new picture of the board for her.
And I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Oh god! That's a 20, right?
Yeah.
Where's everything?
Yeah, we're skipping this good part.
Could have been better.
I have no
What
clue what
was
to
this?
do.
It actually
Roll
doesn't
that.
exist.
I don't know what to do back there.
15!
Everything has led up to this moment, folks. Don't mess up.
I don't know.
Everything.
That is
Huh?
funny.
Just roll
Oh
that.
man.
That's a choice.
That's a 20!
What does that mean? Is that good?
That means you probably go first. Okay,
Oh
so
no.
I got
Add-
15.
Damn.
add your initiative bonus, which is 5. So that's
So
25
15. Oh wait.
for him.
Oh.
Alright, so
Wait. Has it? Did her speech take a minute?
what? It's just your dexterity. So you have a +5.
Yeah.
So.
I don't-
The best
Alright,
you can
last
do.
time we played this,
Wait,
I was
wait,
drunk.
can you hit that for a second?
Yes.
Well,
So
I
you're
know.
gonna have to tell me what to do.
Alright, so who got 20 and above? Okay, Zane has a 25.
Dang.
Oh, sorry.
Let me look at Tiamat real quick. No one look!
It's
I'm gonna look.
the sick
Stop
one.
looking! Whoops, I closed it. I'm a dummy.
Sorry to feel
Uh, what was that? Probably.
Your voice.
Ooh.
I'm feeling better.
That's correct. I feel that.
Alright, it's too small for any of you to
You
read.
have your
Uh,
set of
Who
dice
got
on?
15 and above?
I got you.
Oh, thanks. I don't know where mine went. What do I need?
Alright. Did anyone get 15 or above?
What kind of weapon do you use?
That sword.
I heard you.
Broadsword.
I got you. No one? No one got above 15?
I did. I got
You did.
18.
You got 18. Okay. Reader? No?
11.
And Zane did too, right?
Yeah.
Zane
Zane
got
did.
25.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's already been accounted for.
Okay.
Wait, what are-
Oh, that's a good place for the wizard. Right up near the dragon.
Goodbye.
Wait, you're right in front.
I'm Steve.
Oh my
Quite
god.
a few times.
Wow. You're gonna
50
play.
step.
You're gonna
Okay.
play
Who
Steve
got above
much
10?
truer than I thought.
13.
11.
4.
No!
Oh!
Oh my
Did
god.
you really roll 4?
Me too.
Oh
I got
I I rolled
You
a
guys have any
9.
decks? Christ.
I rolled
My
a 2 on
initiative
the
is
die.
+2 and I rolled a 2.
Same.
Alright,
Happens.
now the
Come on.
dimensionings of shame 10 and below.
9. 4.
Oh.
Are you guys have fun?
Eric,
Are we
you
gonna-
understand why Sapper has such good initiative.
So are we
Right.
gonna reroll?
Reroll what?
I don't know, we both got a 4.
No,
You
No.
guys both
We have the
the
same initiative modifier.
I don't care.
See, he needs something to roll.
We'll
Alright.
go on the
So let's
same
do it.
turn.
On the same.
Whoever
I'll just be
is
reading.
ready first.
Eric does not give a single care.
We do not need to waste time on that. Alright.
Maddie will be here around
So-
12:15, supposedly.
As the Dragon Queen Tiamat rises out of the form of Tilius, the paladin, your sister, your friend, your lover, she grows into this
Oh, my
monstrous
lover.
form. 5 dragon heads, each one representing a different color of dragon kind.
Oh shit! That's not fair.
Red, blue, black,
That's
white,
what Tiamat is.
and green.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, Tiamat is a dragon goddess.
I thought it was all like one version, one kind of dragon.
No.
I thought you were playing Agnes.
Well,
I was like, nice acting.
I feel like that would be Agnes's
And
reaction.
you're busy.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why I played that role, y'all.
Still don't know what half life to live.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll learn that Tiamat is more and more OP as we go on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh, no doubt. But Tiamat does not act first, because she is a huge being, and dexterity does not seem to be her strong suit.
Does she have a
Mr. Duck!
Oh my
No pressure. No pressure to this 3-foot tall duck person.
Might I suggest facing the right way?
Is that my first move?
He's just looking at
Just for scale, for
Which
what,
one are
3
you?
foot duck? That's all is Tiamat.
That's gotta be like 18 feet.
That's like
Oh,
gargantuan, right?
Oh, I think it's
This
more.
is very worth mentioning. So these squares on our current map are 10 feet each.
No!
Oh!
Wait,
Oh,
I'm
they're
10
10
feet tall.
Oh, dang!
That doesn't matter for you.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter for me, but like.
But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The squares on our map are 10 feet each.
And then you land here.
Yeah, we're within 6
She has a
rounds,
picture,
with me. We're
yeah.
60 feet away. So don't back up.
I am
So you have
like 20 feet.
you have many spells available.
Yeah!
So, and I can just use them if I want to.
Yes, you can.
I'm about to run circles around this bitch.
And I just
I'm about to give
basically
you
pick
all.
one and
Wait.
try to use it. Are there
Yeah.
distance?
Hold up. Do I need to
There are
go
distance
full
factors, but you
backside
can
in
hit her
order
with
to
most of
give
your
you-
stuff from here.
Can
Um,
somebody
advantage
intuit
like
what's
that?
on the throne?
I'm
What
casting
do the,
over.
big
I don't
enough
think
to
you
What
can
does this
really
mean?
flank
Does that just mean how many?
That means how many
How
times you can
Flanking
cast
with
it at that
magic
level.
does it
Okay.
So-
that well.
So
No,
you
but
can
if I
only cast
physically
like
run around it.
that.
What?
What?
Reach.
What? Okay,
There
I get
in
it.
Pathfinder, there's
Through
a
Resurrection,
series
you can only use
of
that once, so like
those
those you can use your 7th level slots
to
twice.
flank with
And then
yourself.
certain things like some of those like
That's
runes,
so
you
good!
could, even though that's first level,
But it's like
you could
a
use it
chain
at
of
this
pieces
level to
like
get more
3 to
dice.
5 feet long.
Which some things do,
So,
some
like,
things don't.
You basically need to be level 20 or
Yeah,
like.
just ask
No,
yeah,
you
tough
have to be,
questions.
but
Okay.
still, you have to be higher levels.
Oh, I don't
yeah,
have
that's
any.
impressive.
You're not a spellcaster, you're a fighter.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
You mark that
I-
on my sheet.
since I'm in the water right now,
You're not in the water, there's no water.
There- I was
Plus
in the water.
Constitution, Plus Dex modifier.
I
You
was.
said to be near the water, there was no water
Well,
there.
I
You're
was-
looking out
We'll
the
say,
water.
you know what? This is an easy fix. This is an easy fix, everyone.
Wait, Constitution and Dex.
Yes.
There's a small puddle that formed, and water's just sort of leaking into that area. And that's where Mr. Duck is.
Yeah.
What is that? Mr. Like Druid? Okay.
During that, before Tiamat came down, we had that minute while we were waiting for Tilius to change. I went over to Agnes and I said, "This is your destiny," and then I cast.
You'll
haste
do that on
her.
your turn.
No, but before. Yeah, like
If
we
you wanna
should
use your
before.
blessing
Before.
point right now.
Can I just cast haste?
This is my destiny and you cast what?
Haste. You get an extra action.
On your turn.
I'm fast.
On your
On
And
your-
you're fast.
With haste.
On your turn, you can do that.
Haste
What if
makes
our
one.
I'm an English teacher, so I know what haste means.
You do. I'll say you can probably get to her. Also, haste isn't touch.
It's not? I thought it was
Okay.
touch.
I don't think so.
No,
Alright,
it's
it's not touch. It will totally
It's like a
work on my
30 foot
turn.
range.
Let me see what haste
Is
is.
it? I thought it was touch, but it's fine.
All right.
It's 30 feet.
Okay. So I'm sitting in this wonderful puddle, and I'm
Yeah.
enjoying the power of the water around me. So I choose to use tsunami on.
Wow.
All right.
Right out the gate.
Someone with a book, please find me tsunami.
It's just gonna like splash.
And
What
go
level
ahead
is that?
and mark that. So that's an 8th level spell.
that good?
That's the second highest level.
Oh shoot!
Oh.
This has a lot of things to it. So range,
Oh my
sight,
God.
duration up to 6 rounds.
You can just-
Concentration, wall up to 300 feet long, 300 feet high, and 50 feet thick.
So I guess Tiamat's now flanked by water.
Yeah.
Each creature within its area must make a strength saving throw. On a failed,
All right.
on a failed save, 60-10 bludgeoning, or half as much on the successful save.
So I'm assuming the wall's going this way.
Yeah, we'll assume that
It's we're not
Mr.
hitting.
Duck is nice enough to aim it that way and not hit any of his friends.
Not
Yeah.
kill Steve.
Oh, Steve.
Steve's wet now.
All right.
I'm
Make
supposed
the
to
roll
start
and
fighting
see.
it right now.
We
Alright.
are.
It's very
Oh,
real
okay.
fighting
Yeah.
right now.
So I'm not like licking
So-
it or anything.
Tiamat does make the save because she's hella strong, but you do still deal a bunch of damage.
Good job,
So
Mr. Duck.
go ahead and roll 6d10s. Which
There's a lot of other stuff. If you
Here's
want
5.
I'll look at in a second.
Thank you.
Yeah, here's a 6-1. Go nuts. And then add that up together for me.
Okay, I'm gonna roll on this playboy here. So
It needs a strength save to move, and each turn it goes like 50 feet less height, and it's 1 less d10. Other than that, I think it's just.
oops, it was 23. I missed this one.
Oh! At the start of your turn, after the wave appears, and along with any creatures, it moves 50 feet away. Any huge or smaller creatures. How big is Tiamat?
Gargantuan.
So. Okay, one of the very few creatures. Okay.
Still a solid move.
Oh yeah. Oh, that is beyond.
So how much did you get altogether?
It was 23 together.
All right, 23 points of damage. All right.
And it's like,
Would you like to do anything else? Would you like to move?
I wanna splash around.
Okay, yeah.
Hey,
Wait, what else am I supposed to do?
That's free movement right there.
It's like that Pokemon.
Yeah. So as your bonus action, because you're a moon druid, you can actually turn into animals as a bonus action.
Can I be
Larger.
A giant duck.
A giant duck.
giant duck, gargantuan duck.
Dire duck.
I want to turn into an emu.
You can do so.
Okay, I would like to do that.
Hey,
So you all watch as
this is
Mr.
the
Duck
Australians in the Great
Mr.
Emu
Duck
War.
the Emu.
Yeah, they
I'm
puffs
so
up his
out
chest
all
and
the
then like
windows go
and turns
I'm
into
so
an
mad
emu.
because he's level 20. He
Why?
can just do literally anything the same as he can in any form.
When I'm reading.
That's true.
So
Would you like to move at all?
So
Uh,
they can use them.
I'd like to leap forward to join the group.
Okay, you can't fully get up to them, but you can get closer.
Wait, hold up. How far can an emu move?
Emus are pretty damn fast.
I'm gonna
They
say
have long
40
legs.
feet.
40 feet. Hold up. I'll look up the stats on this in case
Find
you want
ostrich. Yeah.
Ostrich.
Next up,
It's just to do damage.
Agnes.
Agnes.
But
Rock.
if I use them
Yes.
the first turn, I haven't.
What would you like to do?
I would like to. Wait, what is the Tiamat doing?
Right now it looks like it's gonna attack you guys.
Ah.
I'm dead. Where the?
Okay.
You should attack it.
You know, your guys were
yeah.
planning on killing it, and you have the power to do
Just
so.
do this.
I'm going to draw my sword and run toward the nearest head of the Tiamat and attempt to stab its eye.
All right. So you notice-
Do we need a jump
yeah.
speed for this?
I have luck, apparently, so I'm just
So-
going to lean on that.
You can. The eyes are a bit out of touch, but yeah,
Oh.
you can make some attacks.
Wait, can I aim for under the chin?
This thing is
However
very-
high she can aim.
You will aim as high as you
I
can aim.
will go for parts.
so-
I'm a teacher, so I know anatomy.
Stab its toe.
You're a 20th level fighter,
You're
so you
gonna
can make
make-
4 attacks.
Oh, sick! How many heads does it have?
5.
That's right.
Are you gonna try to hit?
It's the first time I've seen this technically, so.
Yeah, but that means you're gonna try to hit every head but one. I love it.
So you can
Well,
go ahead
yeah.
and roll the dice 5
Can you
times.
do your like final
Which-
like
which one?
sweep around for your
The
attack?
D20.
Yes.
Okay. 1. 20!
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah!
Yeah, go ahead and roll the next 3 times.
2, 1,
Okay, so you was that a 1?
12. Yeah, that was a 1.
Okay.
The next time. 12, 17.
Okay, so
Could she use
that's
the luck for that
4.
one?
Yeah, doesn't lucky
You could.
for the one.
You
Use
could
the
if you
luck
wish to
point.
use a luck point.
You
I
have
will
You
use-
have 3 times. You have luck, and what that means is you have 3 luck points.
Uh-huh.
And basically, anytime you want, you can re-roll something for yourself.
Okay, I'll re-roll the 1.
It's like the BS point, but it's just it only
But I
works
have
for
it built
re-rolling.
into my character.
Yeah, it's just for re-rolling.
Move
something.
Yeah,
Mr.
okay.
Duck.
I'm gonna
One
re-roll
more
the 1.
space. It's 50 feet.
2.
2.
Yeah! We're gonna make it, you guys!
Great job.
All right, so you have your attack bonus,
We both rolled a natural 20 today.
which is plus 13.
Oh, shit, yes. Okay.
So that's to the 12 that becomes 25.
13?
Yeah, I gave her a magic sword.
I went on this journey.
20.
How many times did we do the show? 21?
Something.
Yeah, I'll go for that.
I earned this.
So you get 3 hits on
Truly on.
Tiamat of your 4 attacks.
I get what?
You get 3 hits on.
Nice.
Yes.
So are you using your shield or are you
Which
using the
rolls?
two-handed?
Out of curiosity.
I have an axe.
I'm using it two-handed.
Okay, you're using it
Just
two-handed.
balls deep, man.
Then in that case, you get to roll d10s for your damage.
Okay. Shit.
So that's
Oh.
4 d10s because you crit instead of 3.
Ooh.
So that's
many
one of
choices
those.
you have.
Yeah, yeah,
How many attacks? do I
4 of
have on my
those.
Okay.
2.
Alright, 1,
Oh, shoot.
2,
I'm blind.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really good.
So 8, 9, 20.
20 plus 15 because of your strength. Actually, plus another bunch because of your. So you actually have a
35.
plus 9 on every time you strike something. So that's plus.
24.
So it was 20, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 20 plus 9 times 3.
27?
27.
47.
Okay, you deal 47 points of damage.
Is that good or bad?
That's very good.
Yes.
That's ridiculously good. That's level 20 good.
How many hit points does that thing have?
We don't know.
Oh,
A lot.
A lot.
As many as it takes to kill it.
got it.
If it bleeds, we can kill it. So yeah, Agnes runs up and hits and just begins walloping on that
It
thing.
looks like I'm doing something inappropriate to it.
Don't get your mind out of the gutter.
I can't.
So yeah, Agnes just runs up
Come on.
ah! And just begins slashing at this thing. Just a flurry of sword slashes.
I'm gonna say flurry.
That would be a great lead up if your turn was next.
Dang it.
Calliope, unless you would like to do anything, but you don't. You have bonus actions, but you don't need to use any at the
I'm
moment.
good.
Because you're not hurt or anything at the moment. Calliope, what would you like to do with you and your giant spider, Peter?
I
Okay.
damaged it.
You have your longbow. You have Hunter's Mark. That's a spell you can use. Hunter's Mark, which will let you deal more damage. Basically, you just cast it as a bonus action, and then you deal an extra d6 of damage whenever you hit.
Are
Yeah,
you casting Hunter's Mark too?
Alright, you cast Hunter's Mark, you point at Tiamat, and then you take 2 shots with your bow, and we'll say the arrows are both. It's 2 arrows at once because that's badass. Why not? Go ahead and roll the dice twice. D20. You also have. That'll hit.
An attack bonus.
I've added her bonus. That one will not hit. Alright. So Calliope draws 2 arrows and sends 2 of them flying, and one of them just bounces harmlessly off Tiamat's iron scales. The other one sinks into her soft underbelly. And actually, I don't need to be sure. Yeah, roll a d8.
Yeah.
All right, 8 plus 7, that's 15. Okay, let me check something. All right, cool. All right. So yeah, one of these arrows just sneaks right into Tiamat's belly. Would you like to move at all? Would you like to command Peter to like climb you up a wall or something? There's a tower not too far from you. Yeah, you can get there. You're right by it. So, yeah. So riding Peter, you hold on to him, and he's just climbing up the wall on his giant spider legs.
Yeah.
Next
You
up,
have to tell Gwen that.
Narrator.
Okay. I turn towards Agnes and I say,
I don't remember what you said.
This is your destiny, something like that.
this is your destiny. And I cast haste on you. So you have, your speed is doubled, you have +2 to AC, you have an additional action, and you have advantage on dexterity checks. Or saving throws checks. Let's check.
This whole time I just thought you were a voice in my head. I didn't know you were real.
And then suddenly I change, to look like to Tilly, and then I change to look like Lilith, and then I change to look like all the characters flash changing. I am everyone. Oh snap! And then I'll give some inspiration to Lilith, and I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Okay, you have a D12 to
What a
add
bard.
as inspiration. Could use to any attack roll that you want to, or that's pretty much it. Just
All right.
attack rolls or saving throws.
It's not advantage. It's a dice.
No, yeah, the D12.
Yeah, she said it's D12.
Okay. All right. So yeah, Agnes is now hasted,
Thank you. I have been hasted.
which means she's super fast and hard to
And
hit.
you can hit 5 dragon heads.
You should say, come on,
Actually,
party to acknowledge you.
So that's the funny thing about haste. So it doesn't just give her 1 extra attack; it gives her an extra action. So she's doing 8 attacks now.
I think technically it says the extra attack can only be 1.
Nope,
Extra.
it's an
The
extra
extra
action.
action can only be 1 extra attack, but
Adam,
But it's
I'm okay with
we are
this.
fighting the Tiamat.
Wait.
Give us as much leeway as
Let me see what
possible.
it says.
You can go see it. See what it says. Whatever. So that's
So we just
Narrator's
have to
turn.
No, can only be used to take the attack 1 weapon attack only. Dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action.
1 weapon attack. Okay, it's fine.
But let's just make it 8.
That's fine. She has action surge. It's fine.
Yeah.
So, yes, Agnes, you have a thing you can do called action surge, where basically
Ooh,
you just give yourself another action for 4 more
Sick.
attacks,
Awesome.
or whatever else you want to do.
So she has 9.
But you can only use that
We're
twice.
gonna do this. Okay.
It would be Miles' turn next, unless narrator wants to move. But after that, the Tiamat just laughs
God, no.
and is going to use a legendary action, which she's been holding off on until now. And the red dragon head is going to breathe fire
Oh, great.
on, yeah, pretty much everybody right there. So Miles,
Except for Mr. Duck.
not Mr. Duck,
I like how you
but
said
Miles,
that.
Steve,
Does it mean Steck no
Agnes.
do anything to just
who's that? Is that Feathers?
Which
I'm
one?
like hiding in the tower.
Oh, you're in the tower? Who is that? Is that
Which one?
Lilith?
The purple one?
The purple?
The
Wait,
purple
which
one
yeah.
is purple.
That's me.
Okay.
That one.
Lilith and Vera the bunny. So I need you all to make a dexterity saving throw,
Which
which is a d20. It's
And
almost always a d20 until you
you
get
have
Plus,
get
I
hit.
knowing you, great mage.
16.
You served us well.
Okay, and you add your saving throw bonus from dexterity, which I believe is
4.
supposed to be
Was
a
this a-
9.
wait, so this is
actually,
an area
but
attack,
can't
right?
Oh, a 9. Sweet.
Evasion doesn't apply to this.
Okay.
You also have an advantage on your dexterity saving throws.
Oh.
There you go.
You
So
do
if
because
you-
of haste.
Oh.
So you get to roll twice and take the higher number.
Woo.
Oh, well, I mean, okay.
I mean, you probably got it really well, but.
15. So I'll take the 16.
So 15 plus 9.
Plus
By
9.
the way, for the rest of you got.
So 25.
Alright, did anyone do as well as Agnes?
I also got 25.
25.
Do I get to use retaliation
5.
against this?
Sure. What was that?
What did I
5.
Oh, you are so
Miles?
I think you should get the inspiration.
You are proficient in this throw.
I'm gonna, yeah,
True to your
proficient,
character.
but also I got a 6, so I'm gonna re-roll this.
Where are you re-rolling?
Nope, it's a 6. Wait, no, I have to keep the re-roll, huh?
Did you add the...
Yeah.
What
it's
is the
a
re-roll
six
for?
The dex save. So I definitely got a 1 plus 6, so that's 7.
Okay.
Take half damage.
Everyone's trying to not burn to death.
It happens.
Wait, is she getting hit? Because she's like
She's
climbed up
not.
the wall.
She's slightly
Oh,
higher
okay.
up. I'll say. And I'll say, because I'm not going to murder Gwen before they even get here, that the
She's
bunny...
behind me.
Yeah, the bunny rabbit's like safely ensconced in a...
Alright, what's the damage?
Does a 20 hit?
Hold on, what? You're okay, you didn't have to roll.
But that was a great roll.
It was a good roll.
Oh wait, it's 12. That's still doesn't
Okay,
help me, though.
so the good news is your tanks rolled really well.
I'm a tank.
The bad news is no one actually made the save.
Oh.
No one?
The 25 wasn't enough.
Surprisingly!
Wow.
It was
So
how much
yeah,
damage?
she's not a bitch.
Lay it on us.
So how much damage do we have?
You all take 91 points of fire damage.
Oh
Take
my
half of that,
god!
I sure
And
do.
I'm
Are
using
we
a
all
dark
dead?
element.
Wait,
No,
Did
no.
I just die?
but I
Is
have
it,
resistance.
do I take
You should have
45?
more than
You
that.
take half because you're a monk.
Wait, do
45
I
for
take
resist.
half
And
anyways? Because I have resistance.
You take half because of resistance.
Oh.
But
and
it's fire-
You take
fire
half
damage.
because of the
Fire.
elements. There you go.
Yeah.
Where is that?
45 or 6?
Or is it
And it
just
shows
damage?
he never does
You
it.
wrote it over here.
Do I round up or down?
Round down.
I don't know if you wrote your resistance.
Agnes is not resistant to fire.
Oh, there you go.
You burn.
Go figure. So, wait, what do I subtract that from?
Hit
From
point.
your hit
Somewhere
points,
this way.
which is 210.
Oh, so minus 90 what?
91.
You take 91 points of damage.
Ooh.
I'm offended.
It's okay. Healing stuff.
We're on a
Oh.
tight schedule. It could have been lower if I wanted to roll the dice, but I don't have that many dice.
God. We have a whole bag of holding right here.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, like the last time I sicked a dragon on people,
Wait. How many
And
dice was it?
it was 26d6, I think.
We got you.
26.
Would
No,
you
we
wanna?
don't. We don't have that many.
I do.
Between all of us, we
I have that many just in this.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
We're going to
Guys, we got
continue
It is not worth
Or
it.
you
because I already.
This
You're
has
just using an app to do it?
35. because I
No,
lost
there's an
one.
averages. They give me averages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was average. It could have been worse, so it could have been better. That was the average.
Oh, we can
For
see.
the fire breath.
Whatever.
Next up.
You guys.
Oh wait, no,
next
I
up.
Do I get to do stuff now?
did a 20. What was it?
I have actually
25
what I must do.
hit.
25 hits Tiamat.
Cool. I swung my great axe at it.
Ooh, reaction?
Yeah.
Sick.
That's 1d12 plus 7. Wait, this is d12. This is a d12.
I'm about to make you fast as fuck, boy.
15 damage.
Alright, 15 points of damage
Do
to
you need
Tiamat.
touch or can I start running already?
Good job.
We can't move yet
All right.
until it's my turn.
But isn't it my turn first?
Yeah, you can
How
move
long is
first,
your
but like
spell?
I
Next
can't
up,
make you fast until it's
Miles, the gelatinous cube.
Oh.
So that's during my turn.
Yeah, no, let me move him and then I'll come on over here.
Oh, I thought you meant
Do I need to worry about
like
the wave
literally a
if
minute.
I'm
Well,
trying
yeah,
to move
really,
around him?
No, well,
Like
yes.
each person's turn is only like a few
Her,
circuits
but
and
yes.
so forth meant
So
to
it's
happen.
10
Okay, where-
But it's going this way.
So if I go onto
Wait,
this side.
and let's find the concentration.
Oh, is it still happening?
So if you
If
hit
Yeah,
the
it's
oh,
gonna
button,
keep happening.
it's
Oh.
saving throw, then-
Unless you don't want it to, in which case
So-
you can stop.
What does it mean that it keeps happening?
It means it's gonna just push into that next wall.
Wait, what is this? Is this just steps?
Twinning.
Those are just steps.
Okay, cool. I'm over on this side now. And I'm gonna, like, punch it.
Does it
Alright.
continue to create more damage as it goes, or is it just you know that that's still happening, so avoid it?
It's still happening,
Question.
and I think it will hit Tiamat next round. Yes.
This thing here where it says like Abyssal Great Axe and like +2, +3, is that already in?
I
here?
already accounted for those.
Cool.
Yes.
I don't know what those numbers meant.
All right. So Miles the gelatinous cube, faster than any cube you've ever seen move.
Oh,
Just still slightly on fire and singed.
I have advantage on that.
Starts zooming around the Tiamat, and then a bunch of pseudopods come out of this jelly-like cube and just start walloping on the Tiamat.
They are all above 20, 21, 28, 28, 26, 20. For, to hit.
Give me those numbers again.
21,
Miss.
28.
Hit.
28.
Hit.
26.
Hit.
20.
Yeah.
Miss.
Alright.
You got 3 hits.
Let's see, so that's gonna be
What are the feats?
Oh, was that flurry of blows?
So,
yeah. I used the
Yes, Jordan.
you know the over channel thing for the
Okay.
evocation wizard?
18,
So does
20,
if you put a spell that's below 5th level but in a higher level spell slot, does it still count for the purposes of over channel?
I don't know. I've never had anyone play an evocation wizard.
39, and I'm gonna start my lethal vibrations with quivering palm.
I knew you were gonna do this shit. This is what I meant when I said someone has a plan to kill Tiamat in one hit.
What are you doing?
Don't ruin the fun for the rest of us.
This is
That's all right. I'm aware. I was aware of the plan and I accounted for it.
How am I not supposed to use that?
I know. I saw that and I'm like, that is fucking
I mean, I'd rather
powerful.
just keep going on his dead body just to use
I
the
mean,
bullshit.
I've got a good
How many?
plan too.
39?
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
39, and it can't take a reaction until the end of my next turn, as part of my open hand technique.
Okay. That's until the end of your next turn.
Until the end of my next turn.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's
Oh.
all I got.
Some good shells. Okay, and what are you asking about this?
if doing a spell that's lower than 5th level but in a higher level spell slot still counts.
Sure, we'll say so.
Okay.
All right. So now it is Tiamat's turn.
I feel like maybe I should have killed myself, but you know, I've got
I would
92 points left.
For once, I don't have any healing spells.
Oh,
So first off, Tiamat is going to use her Frightful Presence, the iconic ability that dragons use to strike fear into the heart of mortals. And I need everyone except Agnes and Steve to make wisdom saving throws.
Is it because I have no wisdom?
No.
Oh, I have no intelligence.
Like, what about
No.
Angelani?
Oh.
Isn't she, like, on the wall?
Yes.
She still has to make it?
It's within 120 feet, I believe. 240 feet. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'll.
And Agnes and Steve, as you feel this wash of,
What are we rolling?
roll a d20, and you get to add your wisdom saving throw modifier,
It works.
which is in your saving throw right there. You're really good at it. You get to add 11.
Oh, wisdom?
Wisdom.
Sick.
Is that 9 or 6? 6.
I feel like there's no way I could succeed this throw. If it's as high as the other one was, there's no
I
possible
doubt
way.
anything is as high as the fire breath, actually.
Okay.
Well,
It's gonna be. It's I think
Well,
usually the same.
I mean,
Save.
My wisdom is +1, so the highest I can roll is 21.
a nat 20 could succeed.
Yeah, I got a nat 20.
Okay, Feathers
Oh!
the chicken is unafraid.
I like how y'all are both foul.
Foul boys.
Bad boys.
Does 24 or 21 save? Or are we frightened?
What was that, Calliope? Oh. You get a +7 to wisdom saving throws.
25.
25. 25.
Math geniuses, right
20.
there.
Alright.
That's
I
why I'm
got
an English
17.
teacher.
Alright. Mr. Duck, narrator, Lilith, you are all frightened. Calliope, you succeed. So you are not frightened.
I'm
But-
frightened too.
Huh?
I'm frightened too.
No, you are not.
Oh, I'm brave.
We're gonna get to that in a second. Mr. Feathers, the little Feathers, the chicken is
Fearless.
fearless.
Fearless
Miles,
Feathers.
what'd you get?
Is
I
plucky.
got 24.
Fearless Mr.
Okay.
Feathers.
You
Tragic.
fail.
I failed.
You are all frightened.
I have feelings.
You are all frightened. Steve and Agnes, as this wash of fear runs over you, as the dragon roars with all 5 heads, you see your friends cower.
No.
And you're wondering why you don't feel fully the same. And then Agnes, you look slightly behind you, and Tilius' sword, the eastern blade of the Dreamwalker, is glowing.
Oh god.
Like Sting? Or like another color?
It's glowing gold.
Is it my turn?
No, it's not.
Oh.
That was just Tiamat's frightful presence. I'm sorry. Sorry for what is about to happen.
Oh, okay. So the damage will come.
They're not all for me.
No.
Okay. So she makes 2 attacks with her claws, and 1 with her tail. So Agnes, that was a natural 20
Oh, fuck yeah!
on you.
Well, wait. No.
No, it's okay.
I
Not
thought
good.
It was for me.
That was a 19 on you.
Oh, good.
And there's a tail attack coming for Miles,
At the
and that was cocked. But that was a 15 plus a lot.
I don't suppose it's like +4 maybe?
It's much more than +4. Oh,
Pass
thank
them
you.
around. Yeah, that'll do it. Readers. Can you
What's
pass
your
them
AC?
around?
20.
Yeah, I think that's gonna do it.
I guess I'm gonna bust out mentally sooner than I thought.
Yeah.
Boy. I guess we'll take it now. It was offered twice.
I mean, yeah. I'll pass them around. And
I'm just gonna toss these around to show who's frightened and who's not.
Alright.
You're scared. Aw. Did you just say quack?
Yeah.
You get a quack when you get a quack, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
So,
Solani,
yeah.
if you ever want a new picture of the board, let me know. I'll send you one. Cool.
Here, I'll do it. I'll send it
All
to
right,
them.
Lauren's got you.
Mhm.
3, 6, 9, 12, 22, 32.
You can use that now.
What are the conditions of fright? What can you do while frightened?
You can attack at disadvantage, and you can't move closer to Tiamat.
Is it that?
Oh, I'm already right next to
You can stay there. You don't have to.
So Agnes, you take 47 points of damage.
Yeah.
But
47?
that question is, it's
As
not what I wanted.
Tiamat attacks you with both her
Three
claws.
potential actions I can do.
Is there any way I can earn back HP?
Yes, we're about to get to that. So on your turn, you have an ability called Second Wind, which allows you to just give yourself health as a fighter.
That's not right.
Way better than
Y'all don't judge me.
There is no judgment here.
What book is this?
It's a mana.
Oh, I was almost right.
Oh yeah.
I have 72. Dead.
Miles, you take 25 points of damage.
I have 72.
Wait, what type? Is it just bludgeoning?
It is.
It's a tail.
It is bludgeoning.
There's.
No, surprisingly, it's piercing. Tiamat has a spiky tail.
19.
Tiamat has a spiking tail and just sends her tail right through you,
We have
and it just goes right into the jello cube.
This
I wanna
No, I refuse to. You're jumping in.
Hi, friends.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, sorry, we're doing no shoes. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
She like steps on them and closes the
Sorry.
tile. Oh, sorry. Can you get the door?
No.
Rude.
Is that fucking Tiamat?
Well, like
That's
Yes.
Tiamat.
That's
Oh, lit.
your boy.
And
No,
that's
good.
me.
one
Oh,
day.
yeah.
I don't know.
So,
Like right here.
oh, we have a tool here.
Hi, Jelani, I love you.
Gosh.
Whoa, it's
Welcome to the death.
Welcome to the death.
You guys
No,
got
to
it
death
yesterday, so
zone.
I was.
I
Yeah.
started with 210 and I'm at 72, so kind
Oh,
of.
shit.
Oh shit. It went.
I'm sorry, I can't heal you. I'm a wizard.
Oh.
Well,
It's just right there.
you're
Right
also
now.
rolling like 4s. I don't feel too.
My English like speech and I'm talking like that.
Two moons here.
That's Tiamat's turn.
What?
Next up, Feathers, the chicken.
Oh, I thought you let me
We have
have
a
a snack.
chicken.
We have a chicken and a duck
Yeah.
who turned into an emu.
Alright,
Oh, lit.
I'm gonna spread my mighty chicken wings,
Okay.
and as a bonus action, they are dragon wings, so I can fly now. I'm going to fly down a little bit so I'm close enough to Lilith and Miles, within 30 feet of them,
How fast can you move?
25 feet. Am I within 30 feet of them?
Probably.
Where are
No,
you?
Miles is very far away.
But I'm not as far away as Miles, right?
How far away is...
I'll say you can get within 30 feet.
Okay.
Sure.
And I am going to use a twin spell
Yes.
to twin haste on the two of them.
It's been in the
Miles
for
is-
years.
how far
Looking
is
at
he?
yellow.
30 feet?
Yes.
Miles is way too far away.
Okay.
He moved all the way to the
Is
other
Is there
side.
anyone
Yeah.
else that's within 30 feet of him?
Calliope.
Do you want to give it to
I'm
him?
just gonna give haste. Yeah, I'll give haste to Lilith and Calliope.
Alright. Calliope
for
and
all
Lilith
of
are
them.
now hasted by the chicken.
What?
And you both feel much faster.
What class is this chicken?
A sorcerer.
He's a sorcerer.
Lit. So does it matter?
He was like, can I play a chicken? And then I was like, alright, I guess.
There's already a duck.
But yeah, but he's a person.
Don't you reduce him to
Yes.
a simple duck.
He identifies as a duck though,
He's
okay?
Mr.
Okay.
Duck.
Leave him
Okay.
alone.
I thought he was actually a duck.
No, he's a
I
person.
feel like
You're-
Howard the Duck.
Wait, is he
Howard
a
the
regular person? You said he was 3 feet tall.
He's an
You're
uplifted
like
gutter
an
king.
anthropomorphic.
Which
duck.
are
Yeah.
anthropomorphic.
Got it.
Oh, I didn't even see Zane. Hi, Zane.
How's it
So
going?
for
I'm not
things
feeling
like
super
Eldritch
great, so
Blast,
I don't have the energy that I
this
usually
be
do.
for each
But I'm
individual
here.
owner.
Do you wanna-
Yeah,
do you want a
wait,
sour
yeah,
patch?
each
What?
individual whistle or whatever for the empowered education.
I saw a competition somewhere
Uh,
that was like
Eldritch Blast is not.
they were gonna have a
Wizard
beer
competition.
competition.
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
It
yeah.
took me several minutes
But
to
for
remember.
Other things, sure.
okay, so for magic missile, would it be
One of the ones
for
that
each
I like.
individual missile, or would it be overall?
I can see it.
Let me see that.
Oh, that's
Oh.
going on.
Yeah, I just don't go anymore. After I won, I don't go.
I'm gonna say it's the one.
Okay.
Like, it's not separate attacks
But
with
when you're
magic
ahead,
missiles.
that's
They're all
right.
kind
It's
of
true.
one thing together. So next up, after Feathers, Lilith.
Alright, well I guess I'm gonna rage.
You rage.
So I'm no longer frightened.
That's right.
Yeah, move that ring off of me.
Yep. So yeah,
Shit off.
Lilith in a fit of rage at this trickery, at this bullshit.
You Tiamat.
She throws off her rings.
Yeah. Sorry, I've been like studying this race.
You now have double your movement speed,
yes.
and you have an extra action.
And
So
plus
I
2
have-
to your AC.
4 actions now,
You can make 3 attacks. Is that
but I have haste as well.
Yeah,
So 4.
that's an extra 1.
Yeah.
Well, ask our DM.
So 2 plus
See-
1 from rage. No.
You get one as a bonus action from rage, which you can't use this
Oh.
round because you're raged. But next round.
So what can I do this round?
This round you can attack twice and then get another attack from haste.
Cool.
Good time.
So I guess I'm gonna do that.
Looking for the other four.
Yeah, you could even fly up in the dragon's face and do it.
Gotcha.
You can fly.
Would that be
Wait,
beneficial?
With your
Oh,
demon
your
wings.
wings! Hell!
If you wanted to. It's up to you.
You can fly 100
Tiamat's
feet.
not flying yet.
Yeah.
Tiamat can
Yeah, I can do that.
No.
She's
Well,
a
I
dragon, she has wings.
I want to see you use one of
I
those
don't
little
want it.
scale
Just
things
hold
on
on.
Tiamat.
That's what I'm
I'm
gonna do.
just
So
gonna
I'm
get
gonna
up on
find the
it
fuck up
wherever,
there.
yeah, and attack 3 times.
I'm so sad you weren't here. We were
I
gonna do a big reveal.
I
We were gonna do the
know.
talking at the same time thing.
I'm sorry.
We can do that more. Tiamat's still failed.
Cool. Alright, and all my things. If anything is ever terrible, you can add a teacup. Cool. That, oh! I got an Alright, so I get an extra attack and an extra die on that. That's one. Okay.
That's heavy.
Yeah, they're
Like if
metal.
you threw it at someone,
Right.
that would hurt.
Oh, yeah.
So remember, I'm gonna roll that later.
Okay.
So one was a nat 20.
Okay, natural
They're
20.
basically just
That's
D20
not so
bullets.
rude. Nice.
Yeah.
One was
17.
17 plus 13. That's 30.
Alright. Do you want to just speed up next to Agnes?
Sure. And that's a. But add a d12 to it if you want. Sure, why not? I don't know if they love you.
Roll.
Oh, they're all
roll.
made of metal?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a 31. So I think all three of those.
Yeah, I think all three of them hit.
Yeah! Okay.
The dice are with you guys today. God
The
damn.
dice are never with me.
There's a million. There's been like 5 natural 20s.
I also get an extra attack because I got a crit and an extra damage die for that crit.
Yes, you have. You're
So I
a
can get one more
barbarian.
attack with that.
You're a barbarian. You're doing crazy.
When that would be a 26.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah, that'll hit.
4 hits and 1 gets an extra attack. You can just throw it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Actually,
12 plus 11. So should I just roll
Wait, do you want some
5d12?
water or orange juice?
I have water, thank
yeah,
you.
you hit 4 times.
4
One is a nat
times and 1
20.
gets an extra.
I don't have orange juice.
Yeah, because it was a nat 20.
Yeah.
But you're a barbarian,
I'm good.
so you have improved critical, right?
Yes.
There's something like that. I wrote it down, yeah. Brutal critical.
Brutal critical.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, 3 additional dice.
There you go.
I misread that. Okay, so it's the 4 plus 3 more.
Yeah,
so
you can roll 7 dice.
7d12s.
Uh huh.
7d12.
Yeah.
That's wild. I'm
Level
like
20, y'all.
Your guys' d12s, which I feel like
Do you want
that's
a D12?
luckier.
Gwen, you can go ahead and roll
Take as many as you
initiative
can.
for me to join as.
4.
Would you like to be Vera the bunny or Jacob or whatever they called it?
She doesn't have d12.
Jacob?
I don't know. That's what Lauren named it.
That was a thing.
Wait, you're a rabbit?
Yeah.
The unicorn rabbit.
Okay.
Oh, you're in a track.
I don't know.
A track.
Mine are.
What's in a tracksuit? Oh God, that's a Doctor Who thing. Sometimes they like crawl out of my subconscious.
6, 7.
That's a d20 base.
It's like when you see like an angel
Shut up.
seven, and you're like,
I like that.
19
Okay.
plus
Oh God.
approximate dex.
So we'll roll the 7
19
first.
plus what?
I don't know. Do you have your, wait, who has the character sheet?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, got it.
It doesn't exist.
Her.
He's a rabbit.
It's in my head.
Like 23.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like at least plus 4, if not plus 5.
Yeah, it's all right. When the numbers are done, you got above everyone else and below Mr. Duck. So.
Okay.
Mr. Duck, though, he killed it, not 20 plus 5.
Mm.
Somehow Mr. Duck is like killing
I'm
it.
just splashing around.
What level?
I'm very afraid right now.
What level is Jacob?
20.
Does the fear not take
The fear does not
It's important for
damage you, but it means you can't move closer to Tiamat.
123.
And also, you have disadvantage on attacking her if you try to
DM.
attack her.
Where does that come from?
123 damage.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I've never done this much damage in my life.
Wait, how much? How much?
123.
Holy
Nice.
That's my girlfriend.
I got that.
So,
Which ones of these were yours, Sarah?
super pissed off
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
that Tiamat pretended to be Tilly.
If you just give me that one. And then it's those Steve's.
Lilith jumps up right next to you, Agnes, and with her axe, just carves into Tiamat.
Did more damage in that one turn than I did the entire show.
I know, right?
I never hit anyone.
Just slice after
Go,
slice
go.
like a mad woman.
Every other fight.
Yeah, but I probably didn't have that much hope. Come on.
There's
Did you
nothing
decide to
scarier
adopt
than
most of the show, or did Steve?
No,
a
Steve, I
demon
didn't
queen
say no.
scorned.
I'm proud of that title, but like, no, he did.
Cool.
I was at like 5 or 6. He was at like 8.
Does anybody have the ability to resurrect? Because
I do.
okay.
Zane does.
Oh, okay.
Jacob totally does.
So you
Am
might
I-
you might want to stay in here.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet. Okay.
Would you like to take a legendary action?
They have healing spells.
Sure.
Oh, Maddie's playing Tiamat.
Oh!
So I
The
take it.
last time we had a legendary action, I lost 91 points.
You know
Somebody
me.
So-
better resurrect me.
I got you.
Thank you.
You already-
have a legendary
You already blasted Agnes and them pretty good, but Mr.
Okay.
Duck and that cube have been sitting pretty.
What is Scott?
I was in the
Cali-
blast radius.
Calliope. Oh yeah, he was. Oh,
So
well.
just the duck. and
Yeah,
Calliope.
Mr. Duck, Calliope up on that and Mr. Feathers up there in the sky.
Okay,
They haven't been hit.
so I have 5 heads.
You do.
So
You have used the red one so far.
okay, how many? I'm taking legendary action, which means I get to attack just
You-
once, or
You can attack once with the breath weapon,
okay, cool. And how,
or you can make a bite attack.
Ooh, I'm gonna do a breath weapon, I think.
Okay. Would you like to use lightning, ice, acid, or poison?
We'll do poison.
Your face.
How is this fair?
It's not.
We're gonna do poison.
Okay. Where would you like to poison?
I'm gonna. What's my radius?
All
90
the
foot
radius.
cone.
So you have double
A
it.
90-foot cone.
Okay.
So I think you can roll 3 times.
So I'm gonna do it
Which one are you using?
poison. Cool.
Each of the squares is 10.
5.
Is poison
Yeah.
the green
Come
head?
at me,
Because
boy.
that's
That's the green head.
That's
Maddie,
Touche.
each of the scores is 10.
10,
You
20,
actually a gelatinous
30.
cube.
No, so
You-
if I
you
go
can reach.
actually gelatinous
I'm
cube.
You can reach.
gonna go
I'm
this.
an insult to the
this
name of the
way.
team.
All right. Who is the yellow one?
Me.
That's you. Okay, that's where you are.
No, you're
There's one.
fucked.
So yeah. I need. It's a Constitution. Yes.
No, I don't
Oh,
have
it-
Constitution.
Okay. So narrator, Feathers,
Married.
Calliope, and
Son of a bitch! Alright.
and Steve. Make con save.
I failed that. I'm gonna make my con save to maintain the spell.
Oh,
now.
did the attack go like over me?
Am I?
No, she didn't aim it.
You say the
Oh,
spell
okay.
is gonna be half of the.
For, no, for
Thanks,
for,
Solid.
oh yeah, that's right.
Half of the-
Natural 20?
I mean, good luck.
I have advantage if I get a 20 on might.
What? Yeah, you roll your 20.
I'm not saying D20.
This is lit.
There have been so many like
I
natural
work at-
20s
well,
in this
I-
game.
It's been a while.
Our first rolls were natural 20s. She rolled a natural 20.
Like just
Crazy.
now, yeah.
Oh wow.
All right.
I don't think you were. Were you in the radius?
Calliope, what'd you
Is
get?
I, the
What?
great mage Steve.
Goodbye, Steve.
And
Okay.
he keeps rolling 4s.
I rolled a natural 1 that time.
Feathers.
I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 3.
She has proof of
I
a
rolled
5.
one. And then it
Yeah.
goes.
All right.
Yes!
But we have
Steve.
20s, so we're good.
Steve,
Yes.
what did you roll?
A natural 1.
I'm
using absorb elements again.
Two.
Okay,
Oh yeah,
Steve.
no. I'm
I
gonna
have
cast absorb elements
Steve.
too.
I'd like to
I think
applaud
you guys have
Steve
to
for
roll the
really
Calming
knowing
down
his
for a
character.
second.
That's what I think.
Well, yeah.
Steve,
You're saying
You
we
already
have to
used
kill
your
the
reaction,
dragons?
didn't you?
That's kind of
Oh,
silly.
that's
I
right.
think that's.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna cast absorb
Well, our plan is
elements.
to kill the
Wait,
dragons
but-
regardless.
Yes.
We don't have any of the game plan going on.
So
Well, I'm gonna try to kill you guys.
Well
But
done.
it's not the same type of
We're
damage.
freaking Tiamat.
it's poison this time. Yes.
Tiamat is Tilly's anger.
Not with this. I'm sorry.
And she always wanted.
It's for dexterity saving
Okay.
throws. This is Constitution.
Wait a
She
minute,
used the
wait a minute.
poison.
Hold on, this changes the story. That is
Yes,
definitely
that's not gonna
evil.
happen.
Okay, you're
It's
right.
definitely
You're
evil
right.
now.
Okay.
So-
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
she's
is?
okay.
We had an argument earlier over whether
So I wouldn't
Tiamat
be able to have my
actually
turn before
evil
she
or
used her
good, because
legendary
technically she's furthering
action.
like their
What?
relationship.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
be
but
able
at
to
the
do
same
my
time,
turn
if
before
it's
she used her
a-
legendary
An
action.
image of
No.
Tilly's
Tilly's
evil,
anger.
like
Yeah.
if they're anger, then
Um,
it's definitely evil. So like, depending on that.
You have a plus
I
2.
like that. I like
Yeah.
that.
Actually, you know
Did
what?
we get the
Lilith
show
and
up
Steve
already?
have the same
no,
initiative.
We're gonna do it.
So what would
next-
you like to do
okay,
real
next
quick, Jordan?
Good, because my mother
So
My best friend
I'm
compares
going
crazy.
to-
I will be nice.
If I don't see
Yeah.
it. We should have a viewing.
Where
party.
the heck is my
sword that I
D20
got?
then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Or
this
that I
one.
used.
Nope, there's this
Yeah,
one.
because
There's
we
another
get
one.
to
This
I haven't
one.
like done any.
No, y'all are
There's
fine.
that
As long as
one.
it exists, we should
Oh,
have
yeah,
another
yeah.
one.
I have
I
that.
want both versions. But
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah, yeah, no, I'm next turn.
Miss
There,
these
you
humans,
dropped it.
like so.
Oh, it's on the ground.
How's
Okay.
the show going?
It was
It's
in
good.
my
Roll
It's
that.
good.
So
We got
I'm
open.
going to do.
Oh, we opened the fifth.
awesome.
Curious.
I got a 2.
Yay.
Okay.
You
Sorry.
guys
Don't
know
eat it.
that. Yeah, we open.
I'm saving this.
And I'm gonna be on silks.
I'm gonna hex Tiamat.
It should.
How are they putting silks in under?
Right?
Strength checks.
Are you safe?
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Is
I
a
just
concentration
it's
strength checks.
I don't know,
super
I
simple
have a
choreography.
small amount.
And
Actually, it's not that.
I'm
Because
going
you know me, I'll
to.
go in and be like, yo.
Shut
What
it
would I do?
down.
What are you gonna do? You have one turn until the poison hits you. I'm giving you this freebie because technically you and Lilith shared a turn.
Yeah.
Be like, okay,
But the poison cloud is coming.
I can still use absorb elements on it though, because my
Sure.
turn is.
Oh yeah, there you go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do chromatic orb at 9th level.
Is that like a
For
colorful
thunder damage.
or
Huh?
chromatic? Colorful?
Yeah, it's colorful. You get your choice of acid, lightning, fire, cold, and thunder.
I'm doing thunder, and it's going to be at 9. Where is?
I like
9th
that.
level chromatic orb.
What are you looking for?
Damn.
I just looked up
That's a
epic
bunch of
music
D10s,
on
isn't
Apple
it?
Music,
It's
and
D8s.
that's what came up.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Oh wait. Oh man, where am I?
and I'm going to.
Wait, this is full of 8 d8s.
8 more.
You are
to eat 'em.
such an interesting human.
How many more do you need?
I need the total
Pull up.
of. That's total of 11.
Oh, okay.
I have
You have enough.
I have 2
So there's
more.
8 in here.
There should.
I have my
There,
own.
here,
3 more.
So
here, there's 4.
I have more than you.
He has
Okay.
plenty.
Mine are all different colors.
I don't know whose are whose in these.
Those two are mine.
The rest
The
are
yellow
ours.
and
Okay.
red one.
Oh
The
wait,
rest
there's an
are,
actual mint in here.
mine and Adam's.
I like how everybody
The rest of
knows
her dice is
exactly
ours.
which
Yeah.
dice. Excuse me, are theirs?
Honestly,
Yeah.
whatever dice he did say was
I
his.
lost one of mine and I'm really bummed about it.
I know.
Oh no.
I think it's under my bed.
Are those made
Do you
of
need
rose
me?
quartz?
Yeah.
Can
Can I touch it? Yeah, go for it.
You just choosing whichever one she feels is special.
So, in the meantime,
And
narrator, Calliope. Calliope, do you know your health?
that is a.
I like how there's a
Do you know your health at all?
Yeah, because I don't remember.
Okay, you have 164 points of health. Just to let you know. You all failed, and I'm very disappointed in you.
What?
No, I'm not. No, you just blasted the glass cannons
Natural
with
20 is
Constitution
not
save.
gonna happen.
There was no chance.
23 to
I
hit.
want to know the saves for these.
I think we're all
Uh,
25.
It's probably
Huh?
23 to
20
hit.
something.
That will not hit.
I feel like I feel like they're higher.
There goes that 9th level.
No, someone's perhaps at 26.
Oh,
What
no,
was
he
that?
failed with 25. So yeah.
Yeah.
So it's probably 25 or 20.
You all take 44 points of damage.
Oh, better than 91. Better
Not
than
you.
91.
Not you, Agnes.
Oh.
Not you.
Wait, was that from the?
The
We're
4
just
people that
reading
got
more.
hit by the poison breath.
Absorb elements.
Are they
Yes.
poisoned? I keep thinking he's saying like.
No.
Let's see if they're poisoned, actually.
Ooh.
Thank you,
Like
Maddie.
lethal.
Oh.
There's a difference between the poison condition
No.
and poison
They're
damage.
not poisoned?
No, they're not poisoned.
No.
So
But
it's-
as
it's
is-
44.
44.
Okay. That's not.
So the green head then opens its maw and points towards all your spellcasters, actually.
44 already
Uh,
had?
huh?
Is 44 already had?
No,
Okay.
none of you succeed.
That's not too bad.
And just billows this cloud of poison at you.
Oh, I didn't. Haste is gone, y'all.
Very half-hearted.
No more haste.
Oh, well, yours is, but hers is.
Oh, I
No.
need to
Yours
make.
is both of yours.
Oh,
Hers is probably not.
That's funny.
because I'm facing
I need to
or,
make a-
mirroring for the.
No one has haste anymore.
Sorry,
You,
you're
I
here.
think you have War Mage.
What is worse?
See if that's written down.
That means
On-
that's advantage.
What'd you say? I do, yeah. What is worse?
You get advantage on Constitution saving throws to maintain
But I
concentration.
still need. Wait, so what do I need to beat? It's 22?
Roll the
You need
dice,
to
see
beat
what you
a
get.
44.
I need. Well,
Nope, it's natural 1 and then 9.
I
Okay.
did not beat, so my hex is.
What was that?
Does that mean you still need the
No.
D8s then?
Is haste concentration?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, haste is gone.
So now you didn't
All
get
the
to
red
use.
ones were mine. I didn't.
Sorry.
I think
the
no,
spellcasters got
That's
hurt.
right.
I know
I
which
have a
ones
red
are
one
mine.
too.
Yeah.
I got mine.
Excuse
I
me?
made sure to not take any.
Easy come, easy
You
go.
took a
But
gray
even
red
though
one
haste
for
is
me.
not
I chose
allowed,
it
you
because
still-
they don't have that
Continuing
many
on.
D8s. So it's
Oh, okay.
Because you have a different.
At the top of initiative, Mr. Duck.
Oh,
I'm bloody better.
Also,
What is happening?
Who did that? When did that happen?
Oh.
Who's Instagramming me?
Lauren.
I did not
Oh, me.
realize.
Sorry.
I didn't even realize that was happening.
Definitely my first.
Until I saw me and Maddie on the freaking.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah. Okay.
Mr. Butts.
Mr. Duck.
Mr. Butts is awesome.
You. What? Let me see your sheet real quick.
Butts 5,000.
Oh, it's a 5.
This is a 20th level
What is
dog.
it? 5d6.
Yeah, it is 20th level of
Yeah.
the
I
gutter
did not
kit.
know.
So really not.
I got it on your phone.
Oh, no, that-
So yeah, with
that
your
was-
Oh, yeah.
Got it.
So-
It's just so furries can play.
Well, I guess it looks
Doesn't
like
It's not just
Oh.
anybody.
Is anybody dead?
But-
no one's dead yet, but a lot of people are in really bad
That's
shape.
what I wonder.
Big
What is
time.
the best thing to begin to help people?
5d10.
So
bludgeoning.
you have many spells that can heal. For example, you have heal.
Oh yeah.
You have mass cure wounds, which can hit a lot of people. You have
Somebody heal me.
regular cure wounds. You have healing word, so you have 4 healing spells, some more powerful than others.
I really did.
Could use
And you have true resurrection if someone
You have
dies.
to keep attacking you.
And something you
If
notice,
I disengage right there.
You secretly
with
love
your
me,
passive
so you-
perception
so
of
you
21.
Will, but you won't.
Ooh.
It's what I'm putting out into the
Okay,
universe.
listen.
In this room, you notice in the pile of gold and treasure, you see a skeleton wearing armor.
Is it duck armor?
It is not duck armor,
Oh.
but it bears a shield similar to what you remember. It is dressed very similar to how Tiamat's Tilius impression.
Oh.
Go and get
Oh,
that.
Go get
Oh,
that.
That's
Get it.
fucked up, you guys.
Damn.
He can't wear metal. He's a druid.
He still notices it.
You
I'm
can
just letting you
tell
know.
someone about
So you
it.
can heal someone, you can do what you want. This is the world is your oyster.
Wait, whose is it?
Kill the skeleton.
Give it.
But
Kill the
I
skeleton.
mean,
Heal the skeleton.
Or resurrect the skeleton.
Whoa.
Skeleton.
Take
That wouldn't
its
be a
Fableman
skeleton.
isn't here.
Steal its stuff.
I don't know.
Fableman
You
isn't
can
here.
Loot
guys.
it. Loot
If you're level 20, then you might have true resurrection, which would just
Technically, we're all level 20,
yeah,
right?
that's true resurrection. That would bring
I-
back whoever it is. Like
We also
for
I want to
forever.
resurrect the skeleton.
Why?
Okay, yeah. You can't move closer to Tiamat, so
Oh,
you run over in emu form to this
Oh, I
little
didn't
skeleton.
even notice
But then
that.
Wow.
You've been waiting for this the whole time, you genius!
And the thing about true resurrection is it takes an hour to cast. So would you like to spend your bullshit point to do this? Or a group bullshit point, none of which have been spent.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Unless you want to spend your own.
I don't know what any of that means.
What's a bullshit?
Take your own bullshit point.
So
we have a
bullshit
bullshit point.
points. They're essentially plot armor for you guys if things get too hard.
Sure, I'll do that.
You want to spend a group one or yours?
I'll do mine.
Okay. So bullshit me. Tell me the story of how you turned this 1 hour thing into like 1 second.
So I had just watched an episode of The Office, and I saw that episode where Michael fell asleep, and they all changed the clocks and turned it to it was 5. So that's what I did to the skeleton. Is I changed it so it was 5 p.m. already, and then I started laughing as I cast the spell. So it made the time appear as if it was going faster, but the gods that be thought that it was definitely time for it to work.
Yes.
And the gods that be do agree with you. So you go over, you cast a spell. You lay your hands on this skeleton, and skin begins to reform on this thing, blood and hair, until it forms a human woman, Tilius the Paladin. You are alive again.
Yay! Are you playing Tiamat? She's playing Tilly, or is
I'm doing Tiamat again.
Cool. Okay.
That's
Stop
why.
it.
Oh shit! That was so good!
That was yay!
Thanks, Mr. Duck.
She's alive.
Hey, anytime.
I'm like, thanks.
Yeah, Tilius.
I
After
picked
a
him up
long
along the
year,
way.
you awaken.
Okay.
You awaken, and the first thing you see is a small anthropomorphic duck man.
Oh wait, he's an emu right now.
He's an emu right now.
He's an emu. Okay, you see a fucking emu.
That's laughing above your nose.
That's laughing. And you are surrounded by statuary and jewelry and gold coins, and you hear a familiar roar. And you look to your left, and you see your friends, your family, your lover, fighting Tiamat.
Motherfucker.
Hey, Shalani, did you hear all this?
Cool.
Yeah. Oh!
How was she?
Yeah.
This bitch is gonna die.
Why would you say something so bold and so controversial?
So
Well,
true.
didn't you
So
start
powerful.
out the battle by her like morphing into Tiamat? It's true, but she didn't say it.
The rage increases.
You've just been going between Tilly and Tiamat. It just depends on what we feel like that.
I-
day.
hey, I'd be
fucking
raged
Tiamat
too.
too?
Nah. That's
Nobody
just
kink
his
shame
effort.
her. Nobody kink shame her, okay?
Mr. Duck, would you like to do anything else?
That's a bad drug.
That's the perk I get from being like the actual girlfriends.
Well,
It's just everyone else is.
You are super powerful.
Oh, okay.
does that mean I could do like a...
You have
Wait,
make
you mean?
Actually,
Can I do another action or just like a random thing?
I think your thing continues, so you can actually roll 3d10 for more damage. Because I think Tiamat is big enough that she's in that wall of the tsunami
Which one's the 10? These ones?
for 2 rounds.
This one.
Since I'm the girl.
Wait, which is 10?
That one.
This one?
Yeah, and the red one.
They have 3?
I like how you're this little thing.
Yeah, I'm a little.
Samurai.
I mean, you can take a different one if you want.
Oh wait, what am I on?
These ones and the wobble
Where's the third one?
Here.
That's the third one.
There was a lot of,
If you don't get it, then-
it was undertoned, but yep.
I think that's an 8.
Well, yeah.
No, that's a 10.
Pretty good.
Oh.
Go ahead and roll.
It could be Heimlich's butt,
What?
but I like this one because it's
20.
pink. So I'm gonna
Alright,
do
20 more points of damage.
I feel like I should just do the same thing every time.
Alright.
Looks like a clam for all the skin.
So, Mr. Duck, what are you doing? You good?
I did that, and
Turn back into a duck.
I want to turn into...
Howard's duck.
No. I want to turn into a really cute baby sloth.
Okay, you do so.
Your speed is like
Natural magic wrap around you, and now you are a baby
You
sloth.
can't even move one square.
Is he hanging like on my shoulder?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's
We're-
much
we're
better.
chilling. I'm like, okay.
Wait,
Wake
I
up,
just woke up.
baby sloth. Let's go.
Next up, Jacob the bunny.
Jacob the bunny.
Jacob the bunny, the unicorn bunny.
Sorry, I just got a text message from my director that I'm not happy about. But anyway, so
Where
Put it
am
on
I?
the
What
Tiamat.
am I? Kill the Tiamat about it.
So you're in front of the Tiamat.
I'm in front of the Tiamat.
Yeah, you're like 30 feet away from the
You're like-
Tiamat.
Yeah, you're right. I'm balls deep in the Tiamat. You're like directly behind me.
You're like
but
just
30
a
feet.
tick if she's balls deep.
Yeah,
okay.
but the opposite
What
way.
can I do?
You have magical bunny rabbit powers of
You
nondescript.
so like feel free
So
to
I-
anything I want.
And you
is
have a
what
horn.
you're saying.
You have a horn.
Can
You know.
You can impale him. We'll
Every
say you can
turn
shoot
is
a little
bullshit
magical
point.
beam if you really want to.
Oh,
I don't know.
my laser.
Would that be like a
I
tennis?
have one of those? Or
Yeah.
just pass them around?
Yeah, just pass them around. It's more melty than the
Yeah.
the sour.
And we'll
patch.
say you can heal people if you want to.
Oh, I guess
You're like,
I'll
no.
heal.
What class are they?
They're not
We
one.
don't know.
We didn't make one.
Reader,
It's a
They
surprise.
didn't want to be a beholder. They didn't like. We didn't like. They were like, oh, I want to be the bunny. So I didn't bother making a fucking character sheet. All right. I forgot.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna heal Agnes.
You have unlimited bullshit powers.
I know.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna heal.
Oh,
Who
this
else
is a
needs to be
soft
healed
boy.
right
A
now?
lot of people,
Want me to
honestly,
just-
but I'm gonna limit you and say you can only do one.
I'm
I was
not
like-
gonna
I was like
bullshit my way to
66
why I
sounds.
can heal multiple.
Uh,
I don't know how much you want to let him.
you can do 2d10s of healing.
Sir.
So
I can
Agnes,
heal like hella.
Or
Agnes, Jacob, the magical unicorn
Oh.
bunny, runs up to you and taps you with his horn,
Thank you.
and you get some health.
Their
back.
horn. We don't know.
Their horn.
Thank you.
That was my
Okay,
Very
good.
fine.
bad. We don't know.
You get 11 plus
You get 11
modifier.
points of You get 11 plus 5 back. So
16.
16. You get 16 points of health.
Okay,
Wherever that
thank you.
5 is,
Thank
we
you,
don't
Jacob.
know.
It's a start.
It's
You're
a mystery.
Master.
It's an ability swap, I guess.
How long am I afraid?
Don't judge me.
What was that?
Right?
How long are you afraid in here? Forever?
Intelligence.
Wait, how much do I get?
Yes.
You're not entirely sure. It could be a
Critical
minute.
intelligence.
Oh.
88.
Oh,
Good
it's
minute.
spellcaster.
It's a
The
saving throw, yeah?
spellcasting,
Yep. Actually, let me
ability
see.
sword is Constitution.
We've got 67 health. I really got low.
Actually, Zane, you get to roll to see if you're not afraid anymore.
Oh, what do I roll?
Roll with the d20.
What saving throw is it?
It is wisdom, so you get to add your 11.
19.
And Mr. Duck is no longer afraid.
Woo!
I am not afraid.
He's so nice.
Not
This
afraid.
sloth fears no man.
This sloth, Mr. Duck, is not afraid.
His cuteness overwhelms all fear.
He got so cute in Tiamat.
Yep.
Aww. Bye.
Next up, so that's your turn. Agnes,
Yes.
what would you like to do?
Fuck things up. Yeah.
I will go after the head of the Tiamat that I had not previously hit. With what?
We'll say
Tell me what I have.
you have your longsword.
My longsword, but I also get out my shield.
Okay, you take out the shield.
What color is the head that I'm going for?
We'll say it's the red one that just breathes fire on you.
Oh, okay, great.
Just fire.
Is my shield fireproof? Like, can I block?
It's metal.
Oh,
It makes your AC 21
So
instead
it
of
heats
19.
up and burns you.
It makes
Yeah, your armor.
it makes you much harder to hit.
okay. So I take my shield. I have my sword in one hand. Oh no, wait!
Wait, does she have shield master?
I look behind me and I grab the what's it?
The eastern blade of
The
the
eastern
Dreamwalker.
blade of the Dreamwalker.
You have my sword?
Yeah.
Well,
Now?
it appeared like
okay.
Tiamat had
Just
been
chilling.
holding it as Tilly.
yeah, and it fell.
Okay,
So
so
I
I don't
turn
have my
around-
sword.
You don't
I
have
drop
your sword.
my sword. I turn
Are
around
there other
and I
swords
grab
inside
the
of
eastern
you?
sword of the blade. Wait, eastern blade
Blade
of
of
the
the
Dreamwalker. It sings.
It does hella damage.
I grab it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I
Yeah.
run toward the red head of the Tiamat, and
But one of
Time
these
to lop it off?
is my bonus, so one of these you
Yeah,
And-
don't worry about tonight. Yeah.
Just go for it.
Make your attacks. You have 4
wait,
attacks.
is the head trying to attack me?
No,
Not
but
the
you
moment.
can.
This is
try.
your turn.
Okay, so
It's a big creature.
So I run up and I jump as high as I can, and I try to slice into it.
You know, the funny thing is as a champion fighter, I do believe you get a big bonus to jumping and stuff.
Shit.
So, yeah, we'll say you do
Instinct.
that.
So I jump up and I slice as hard as I can into the highest point that I can on the neck.
Alright?
I fall to the ground and go after. Wait, which is the? I'm not gonna go after its penis.
Well, that's
thing.
penis animated.
It doesn't have a penis, it's a girl dragon.
Well, you buy it as a
Right,
penis.
Algebra penis.
Cut off its clitoris.
Wait,
You can't
cut
tell
off
the
its
difference.
what?
Clitoris?
Oh, I thought
Oh,
you said clitoris.
He did. That was a
I
TH.
said clitoris.
That was a TH.
Comedic effects.
There we go.
That's Mr. Duck's first name. Clitoris Duck.
Clitoris.
Continuing on.
Okay, so
Clitoris.
wait. Okay, what are the most deadly heads?
They're all pretty.
You're fighting a goddess.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. They're
So it doesn't matter which head I go
Nah,
after,
just go
right?
after
Okay. So
It's
I
one
go
creature.
after one
It's one
head
creature.
or one neck after the other, jumping as high as I can, slicing into
How many attacks?
like
do you
either
You
the
get 4
chest.
attacks.
4 times I do
Got
this.
So
Either
Wait,
into
so
the
which head
chest.
don't you attack?
How many
All
colors
on
do
the
we
red.
have?
5.
I'm
Red,
so stressed out right now.
Red, black, blue.
Okay, I attack
white
the red.
and green.
you could do
What
all
does
red.
white
Give
do?
you guys.
Probably
The red one
cold.
breathes fire.
Cold, fire, lightning, poison, and.
Here, I'll
I'm
just
immune to poison, so don't cause that one.
throw this up for you guys.
So just keep going at the red.
Hey guys.
I'm Steve.
Huh?
I'm
No, I
immune
want
to
to
nothing.
Are
weaken
you
them all
immune to
though.
poison?
But
Yeah.
so if
Because
you
Eric
guys
says
make an
so.
attack, I want
Hey
all of them to be
guys.
Just
weaker.
a gelatinous cube.
There we go.
Thinking makes sense.
That's
Never
too
mind.
much.
Aside from being a
Okay.
monk, but
So
Oh.
that's what's happening right
That's-
now.
That's
I'm
Tiamat.
going. I'm just jumping up, going at the highest point that I can, either into the neck or the upper chest, on 4 of the heads. So the red one for sure. The black.
Okay, you just roll your 4 attacks.
20s.
Yep.
17.
That'll hit.
Yeah, whatever the thing is.
14.
That will hit, I believe.
I feel like
18.
Ishamani is still
Yeah.
there.
That'll hit.
Can you see us?
17.
Wait, did you roll an 18 on one of the dice?
Yeah. Yes.
That's a crit for you.
Oh god! I'm so stressed out. The backs of my knees are so sweaty right now.
I love you
So-
so much. You're on a doctor,
Do
right?
Yes!
Okay, I'll see you there.
Because
You guys can meet my girlfriend. Where do I check that?
Oh.
Is it the stripper?
What would that be?
Oh, a new one.
Not the stripper.
because you're using it one-handed, you're not doing d10s. It's 4d8.
Okay.
But so roll 4 d8s, which is like that one, the little blue one in front of you. 4 times.
Okay.
Actually 5 times because crit.
6.
Oh yeah. I'm not told.
Never mind.
2. Shit.
Something is
6, 7, 8.
I have
8.
Actually, I
a
have my
couple
last day of work
feats,
today, so
but they're tough and
I'm
resilient.
honestly pretty.
They're great weapon masters.
16 plus 7. 23.
30.
7. 30.
That was 4, right?
Yeah.
Or was that-
That was 5.
Okay.
Actually, JK. Yeah.
Plus 10 because of bonus.
Okay.
I don't know how.
So that's 40.
40. So the thing about the Eastern Blade of the Dreamwalker, it deals some extra damage.
Like hella.
So, that's a lot of d6s.
2d6. Psychic. Oh.
So you need 10 d6.
That might be 10.
3, 6, 9. That's 11.
Yeah, I have a lot prepared
Give
for
her
sorcerers.
Should I just do them all at once?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so satisfying.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna blow on it. Just ruin it for everybody.
Oh, what
That
is
was
that?
cocked.
Oh, these are all low! No!
What do you mean there's a 6?
A single 6.
There is a single 6 among those ones.
And a 5.
30. That's 70 points.
30 times.
Oh. Do you times that by stuff?
Well, I mean, she had 4
Okay.
hits. Is that all of them together?
So 70 points of damage.
Yeah.
Is it 30? Is it like those 10d6 per swing? Or.
No, that was all together.
Ah.
Oh, okay, so that was every swing.
Okay.
So
Oh, now you do
it's
math.
2d6.
And if
2d6.
did we
I have
add
a
that
calculator
because
on my phone.
she crit, so
Alright.
does that add more? Or
Did
do
I
we
kill
add
one of the
that?
heads?
Actually, there's more damage actually.
Plus 10.
Yeah, it was 10 to everyone, not just one of them.
So that's the 7.
Well, we don't know
There's
how
another
much
four.
damage the
Well,
team
you
or
already
how much-
added 10 though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's 100
So,
damage.
yeah,
So 100.
so that was 100 points of damage.
Yes!
Yeah. Look at our tank. Tanking.
On accident!
Or could be the same thing.
So, Agnes,
Yes.
you run up this thing's, you jump on its way, like you're going Adventure Time style, you're just jumping all over the place. Like,
Yeah.
ninja
I'm doing
guy-
my signature move!
You're doing your signature move! You're just spinning around.
She's not doing well.
You're cutting up the Tiamat, its heads are getting tangled up. And you drop. And as you're dropping, as you're in the air,
Oh shit. Fuck.
you catch a view of Tilius on the ground.
I haven't seen her yet, have I?
You just now did.
I'm gonna cry.
You saw the sloth first. You were like, oh my god.
Oh,
This is-
yeah.
There's a baby sloth.
There we go.
So that's your action. You are a fighter, so you have action surge, 2 action surges, which can give you another 4 attacks. And you have a bonus action, which you can use to give yourself health back.
Okay, okay, seeing Tilius.
Those things are not mutually exclusive.
Okay, seeing Tilius gives me the bravery and strength to charge into the chest of Tiamat.
So to use another action?
Yes.
Cool.
You action surge.
So 4 more.
I action surge. 4
Roll
times.
4 more attacks.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
You're doing the same thing.
4 times.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
you're
charge into the chest where I think the heart is.
So
So
roll
D20.
the D20 again.
4
If,
attacks.
if I get ones, I'm gonna just
She's just slashing away.
signature move,
You
man.
got this.
Come on.
Okay. Ah, 5.
Are you using the same blade?
20!
Are you
Okay.
using Tilly's sword?
18! Ah! That's incredible! I'm a champion fighter!
Yeah, she crits.
Shit! Okay. 5. Okay,
Okay.
2 5s, an 18
Okay.
and a 20.
2 crits.
Okay, so
You're distracted. You saw. You
I know,
were-
I'm emotional.
that's 2d8 and
What was the attack bonus on your sword?
Oh god.
It's
Ah.
not that many though.
How many?
That would be 48.
It has to be
then.
20.
that's 48 and
48
8d6.
48 plus 46.
So, 2 of those
No.
D6 you don't roll.
No,
8d6.
86, yeah.
8d6s and 48s
Plus
from 2 attacks.
2, 4, 8.
plus 20 damage.
So, okay.
And so 2 more.
Oh god.
You guys didn't even need the bullshit points. What am I talking about?
Plus 20. I mean, we might start
Oh.
rolling really bad.
I mean, we
might-
did the
I
resurrection.
have
And the
to
20
roll.
been helped.
No, plus 20
Level
resurrection,
20, there's
Okay.
what, how many of us?
Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna roll those. Oh god, they're all so low. Why do I always
I
roll?
think sheer
God,
power
that was
alone
so-
is
no.
enough to overwhelm this.
Oh
Not
god,
to
why are
mention-
these all so low?
Lethal
10,
vibrations.
10, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 31.
Plus, did you add the 20?
Plus
from-
20,
It's like a
51.
fighter rolling
51.
sneak
That's not
attack.
that
What
bad.
is
Jesus
this?
Christ.
51 is still.
So 51
a lot.
points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
His friend's helping with
there's
math.
Thank you
She's done,
everyone for
like 151.
Can she still heal herself or no?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
You can.
Bonus action. You can
So
heal
if
yourself
you want, you can roll a d10.
this.
Yes.
No,
No.
that's a D8.
No,
Oh.
that's okay. Thank you.
So I'm gonna look at see how much health Tiamat.
Ooh, I like the way this feels.
Right?
And that's plus 20.
All right, how you hanging in there, Echelon?
7.
There you go.
Maybe it's not a condition.
Okay,
20 is
7.
double.
I rolled a 7.
You get 27 points of health
Maybe
back.
consider it.
27!
Oh,
Damn.
thank God.
I
I'm
believe
back
it's
into the
plus your
hundreds,
fighter
you
roll.
guys. Wait, how much damage
Yeah.
did I take?
More than that.
It's been a while, so I
From
don't know.
that fight?
It was like 80
Oh, do I-
from the breast
Do I
weapon.
take damage from that fight?
That, just now?
Wait, hold
Just
on.
now?
You're-
Whoa. You only.
Oh no!
Bye.
Lonnie! I love you so much!
Wait, what is her character that's quit?
What do you do?
Hmm?
Your character. How
She
do
has
you
to
leave?
leave. How does
What do
she
you
go?
want to do next round?
Backflip.
How much do I get back?
You're really awesome with your bow, and also you have skewer and stickler.
So I
Your
didn't lose any during this fight.
No, you
Oh.
only lose if he says
Your daggers.
He matches attacks.
So that happens.
On your own turn, you're not going to lose.
Oh.
Yeah, do you want to use your bow or your weapon?
That's what I
Your-
wanted.
your
I
daggers.
kept track of how much it lost.
Lauren?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
You have to search for it though. It's Titanfall in all caps.
All right.
What?
You will do so.
Titanfall. Titanfall.
What? Yeah, D20. Roll twice.
And it's WEP2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want to make those
And the
sharpshooters?
security type is WEP2.
PA2.
Means you deal more damage if you hit, but there's a penalty.
WPA2.
And the password is butts5000 with a capital
16
B.
and 19?
Great.
13 and 19? One of those hits, but it deals baller damage.
Yes! Woo!
As long as
Can we
I get
just
to my
assume that
next
she
turn.
keeps shooting her arrow from
Yes.
afar?
Yeah.
Goodbye.
So she just keeps shooting for the rest of the game.
She does. All right. So, how much? Okay, so you healed. Calliope makes a super trick shot and
Yes.
Super.
from the back of Peter.
Peter Parker, by the way. Gwen Peter Parker. Is the name of her spider.
Yeah, you could give me a much nicer D10.
Like, I'm okay with this, right?
Okay, I'm so stressed out by this game. Like, truly,
These are over
the
there.
backs of my knees are
But I always
It's
say
a boss
that.
fight. It's a little bit mentally that
Really?
way.
Can I get my
Boss
D10s
fight,
back
right?
from over
We
there?
traded. Yeah.
Lauren,
I always have
can I
a-
get
So-
my D10s?
These?
So I got
The
two sets
D10s.
plus this black.
Purple is it purple?
The ones that look like
There's
tops.
purple, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's a blue and a black bear by the
So
Playboy.
what happens is
Yeah, those ones.
Agnes, emboldened at the sight of Tilly, jumps in again. And as you do, Calliope fires 2 shots,
Oh shit! Yes.
and they both embed in Tiamat. One of them especially deadly, just right in like Tiamat's armpit or something,
Yeah.
where you think the heart might be. And Agnes jumps on the arrows from arrow to arrow,
You just like devour. That's beautiful.
and just jumps up and begins hitting the heads, scratching up Tiamat's face.
Signature move.
Yes.
The sword glowing as it deals this deadly psychic damage.
How's Tiamat looking?
Tiamat is actually now bloodied.
What?
Yeah.
We're making
Can you
progress.
bring me doing my signature move?
Okay, yes. Do it. Ready, go.
Next up,
Iconic.
Can you see the Playboy?
narrator.
No.
Alright.
A little bit. You got the PL in
Steve,
there.
are you low on health?
A bit. I'm bloodied.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna heal you.
Steve will not die today.
Not
I will
today.
heal you.
Not today,
Not-
dragon.
Not in the next 6 seconds, dragon.
Higher levels, yeah, if you want.
I know, but how high level?
Should I be rolling initiative? Or what's
Don't
You
worry.
should.
I have
That would be a
flown.
great idea.
Oh.
I'm
That's
sorry. If we
cool.
skip you, if we
Yeah.
skip you, I'll come back to you.
Okay.
Right now. Everyone rolled shit. So that, okay. So you go right at. You're going next. So you're on next.
Tight.
I
Dang
rolled
it, I was
4.
gonna say that.
Yeah.
So you're right
Probably
before me.
not. So much.
Everyone kind of rolled shit.
Oh, one more thing.
Hey,
Except for
well,
Zane and Lauren.
everyone need healing? Or like
I'm
six
good.
of us?
I'm
take
solid.
Alright, so it's
I
me.
need healing.
Next up after Tara.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You need healing?
No, it was
Who does?
I'm gonna pee really quick.
You don't need
Go.
So who the has
definitely
hit
would
points
be nice.
missing?
Who needs
She wants to use
Yeah.
mass cure
Literally
wounds, but
everyone.
she's
Oh, I
using-
could use a little bit. then.
She's using mass cure wounds and has 6 people to choose. So,
Literally everyone.
Raise your hand if you
Okay,
need, like,
so it's just gonna heal
like,
everyone.
need
Alright,
some
so
sound.
then
I'm
I roll
bloody.
mass cure
Yeah.
wounds.
What's the range?
I'm
60
probably-
feet?
Everyone,
I think
Right.
it's
take
like,
a look at the
I think
screen.
it's like
Am I
60
within the
feet.
freaking range?
My friend who came to see the show, by the way, thinks we were all in a movie.
That's funny.
What level is that?
Fit.
It's
Ooh,
It's
dude,
not-
it's called Deadly
60 feet.
Deception.
Yeah.
It's 60.
Okay, yeah, you are within range of a bunch of people,
Am I there? Am I within?
but
60
not
feet?
everyone. You put yourself at the top of the tower, so
So
You can get
spellcasters
Calliope?
can get some good healing.
you can get Calliope, Feathers.
Calliope's still
Steve.
playing.
It's a hold up. It's a
We're just
point.
gonna say
Wait, I can only get 3 people?
Yeah, you're pretty far from everybody.
Wait, it's so within 60
can
feet,
move
you get to
first.
choose a point.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
you
then
choose
it's,
a point?
it's 30
Can she
feet out
move
from
and then
that point.
cast it?
You choose a point.
Oh.
Okay, so one,
Oh,
two.
there you go.
Yeah.
And then what? How far from that point?
60.
30 feet out.
60.
60. You get a
Yeah.
60-foot radius to choose a
Yeah,
point.
it's still only
30
those two.
foot.
Oh. I see.
Okay, so you
Radius.
could get it closer and hit Agnes and Lilith.
You still can't help me.
You
but-
can't help Miles, the
And
gelatinous
Bunny.
cube.
But can she get Steve, Jay, and Agnes?
Yeah, you could get Steve, Lilith, and Agnes.
And Chicken? Or no?
Chicken?
Yeah,
Feathers.
just within range.
Chicken.
Cool.
You could get 4 of your allies with this.
Okay.
I need another D.
I
Let's
like-
roll me in there. It's like
Am I the
scary
only one
thing
left
I've ever
frightened?
seen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
You like his piercing?
You're so frightened. This is BS.
16.
It is some
You can
BS.
use your action to end it.
Do you
Okay.
wait? Do I get to try to save
Made that
before or
like
after
20
my
years
turn?
After your turn.
That's
End of your turn.
Reader.
That's Steve.
This is a nice spot. That's probably, yeah.
You have to leave. Alright, so people that
Whether or
I
not
can't
he's
get
actually able to do
28
that well.
I love points.
If she can only hit 4 out of the 6, can we do something with those other 2 slots or not?
No.
No,
Alright.
but
Oh,
Peter
I'll give
took.
myself.
You're getting
I'll
5
give
because Peter also took some damage.
Cool. 5 and then give me 6.
And yourself. So
There
6.
you go.
So you'll get 28 points back from narrator.
28.
would you like to do anything else like inspire someone?
I will inspire someone.
I'm next.
Steve. What's love got to do? Got to do with it? What's love? Alright.
That's right. She's a bard. Oh, okay.
I love
okay.
Tina,
Now I
by the
understand.
way.
Inspiration.
Oh, now that this no longer has
What?
to be
It's a D12.
in
Oh, wait,
everyone's
28,
view,
yeah.
I'm gonna move this so that y'all can't
Oh, yeah, you
spy.
can unplug him and
Yeah.
give him to me if you want.
Right. Orcus had more than me too.
Ah.
Right.
Orcus had more, but that's because Tyler combined Warlock with actual
That's not-
Orcus.
Fair.
Well, I thought you guys might need it to fight Tiamat, but apparently not.
Go!
I know, right?
Wait, that's very.
Yeah, that was drywall.
She's bloodied.
Knock on drywall.
Who's bloody? Tiamat?
Tiamat.
That means she's
Means
at
we're
half her
halfway
hit
there.
points.
Okay.
Halfway there, whoa, living on a prayer.
Take my hand. We'll make it, I swear. Whoa! Living on a prayer.
That happened in game.
Yes!
Like we were all singing.
Yeah.
Sorry,
All right.
my hands are sweaty.
It's okay.
Sue. So, you all
Stop!
got healed.
Steve!
I was just looking at the pictures.
Tiamat's
Uh-huh.
not up there.
No,
Right now.
it's not.
Oh.
What's
Um,
happening? Oh, we're recording. Now I
Yes.
understand. Okay.
So, at the end of narrator's turn, it is now the turn. So you gave it. Who'd you give inspiration to?
Steve.
Steve. Okay.
So
That'll
if
be
you
well.
roll poorly on a D20, add a D12.
Which he will.
You don't have haste anymore.
It is now the turn of Tilius, the paladin.
Yay!
She's here, fellas. Okay, so here's what
I
I'm
miss
gonna
you,
do.
my sister.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my I don't know what it's called for Oathbreaker, but my like Avenging Angel form.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So I'm gonna do that.
Let's take your Oathbreaker.
Yeah. I think it's called. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a special form that I'm gonna take, and I'm gonna
Yeah, it's your 20th level thing.
and I'm gonna run.
So you take the Dreadlord form.
Great. So that's what I'm gonna do.
So you surround yourself with an aura of gloom.
So I'm
Oh,
my aura.
That's very Tilly.
Right? Yeah, I'm all depressed because I'm bullied or whatever.
Dead.
And then I'm gonna. Well, I don't have my sword, so that kind of sucks.
yeah.
But I'm gonna start running towards you.
But you do have a sloth.
I do have a
That
sloth.
can turn into like a bird or something.
Great. Well, I'm taking you with me.
Can I have
You're
some
still on
money
my
and
shoulder,
birds?
so let's go.
That was actually a brilliant move.
I know.
We're
It
gonna
gets you
move.
closer to the group.
Could have just stayed as an ostrich and moved even faster.
No, but now he doesn't have to use any of his time.
I don't have to use any energy.
Yeah.
I don't have to sit there.
And then I'm gonna cast Blight, but I'm gonna cast it as a 5th level spell.
Okay.
So.
We're getting into like trigonometry here
Yeah.
that I don't understand.
Right.
Did
So
the trigonometry
casting
class?
Blight.
You will learn
before I leave.
in due
I
time.
want to.
So I'm gonna just dragon up is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, Blight. So necromantic energy watches over Tiamat. They have to make a Constitution save.
All right, Tiamat will make a con save.
Never mind that.
I need a 20.
And this is against my spell save DC, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so she has to make con save.
What does she have to make?
My DC is 17.
Okay. She makes that.
Ah, fuck. Okay, that's fine. So I still get half damage. So I have to roll 9d8, and then she takes.
Don't laugh at me.
I forget it's on the screen.
Yep, we can all see it up on the TV.
Wait, what do I
You
get?
get a preview of
Do I get
our
anything
in-screen.
extra from my special thing?
From your special shit?
Yeah. For me
no.
being in a special form?
Doesn't look like it.
That's okay. I just get my aura.
But no, you do get a fun thing that works really well with Lilith.
What is it? What did I do?
Yeah, so once you get within 10 feet of Lilith, because she's a fiend,
Oh.
Lilith gets a bonus to melee weapon rolls,
Okay,
damage
so we gotta
rolls,
get to each
What's
other.
the bonus?
equal to Tilly's charisma modifier.
Which
So you get a
is
+5 for attacks or whatever.
+3.
Yeah, so you get to add 3 to
I
your
need
damage.
8 more d8s.
But nothing at the moment.
And did you say 8? Wait, no, Cat!
Oh, that
Right.
is exactly 8.
Perfect.
It's
Okay.
exactly 8.
Plus 1 mint.
You might. No, I ate the single mint.
8? The single mint out of the 8
You
AD.
stop
If you squeeze
There are all
if
kinds
you
of
squeeze
8
the
in there.
sides, they should fall down.
Reader, this is weird.
You know
Icebreakers,
what's weird is that you had a
Foxman.
mint in there when you brought it, but now there's not one.
That's so weird. Okay. So I'm gonna roll
But
these
it's
and I only
weird.
get half.
Yeah.
Come on.
By the powers of Playboy.
7.
Yeah, you guys rolling. I noticed that. I'm like, why are you rolling on a Playboy magazine?
Because that's
Good
what we
luck,
had
yeah.
under
It's
the...
the classiest of magazines.
It is. It's the
It's the
anniversary.
50th anniversary.
It's the 50th anniversary collector's edition.
It's got all of the centerfolds for 50 years and like.
I feel like Tilly would have at least one Playboy magazine.
So
She
I
has
got
a
a 44, but she only takes half, so it's gonna be 22. That's so sad.
Okay, so 22 points of damage from Blight.
Yeah. Can I get any closer?
She didn't have to. Your speed is 30 feet, yes?
Yeah, so I moved 30.
Does me
Can I
being
dash
on
her?
her shoulder help her move farther at all?
How many bullshit points do I have?
You have one,
have
and
one.
there's a group pool of 5.
Okay.
You can use it for whatever you want.
Rolling mat, M-A-T.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Unless
you
it's a person.
Times 2
Or
roll
color.
that
If
do
it's a
math.
color, then it's
M-A-T.
one time you
Oh,
need
It looks like
when
it's
we
all
had
like
a
it's
mat
just-
on top of a mat that was of the brand's math mat.
It looks like it's part of it.
Oh, I forgot y'all can write it.
So can I? Is that a thing? Can I dash?
You used your action to Blight.
Yeah. So I'll stay there then.
So you gotta bullshit me if you want to do anything else.
No, I'll stay there. It's fine.
Next
I'll
up,
get there eventually.
after
It's
Tilly,
very crooked.
is
Well, I was going along with the...
Yeah.
Miles, the gelatinous
Your
cube.
boy.
It's your
Alright.
boy.
I'm
It's
gonna
my boy.
halt the lethal vibrations.
Alright, that is your action.
Oh my god.
That is my action.
So this gelatinous cube that sent these vibrations through Tiamat.
Is Tiamat still in water too?
No, the wall has passed beyond Tiamat now.
Okay.
And she has to make a con save, yes?
Is this a bad time to go to the bathroom?
No, go.
Okay.
Go
It-
now.
I love how
Could
that's
be.
being recorded.
Okay,
mean-
right. I was thinking that's.
That's a 26.
A 26? Alright, it's just 10d10 necrotic.
It's a
my
goddess.
God!
Oh!
For you.
Oh no. Alright. Oh shoot. Is this a 9 or is this a
That's a
6? How can you.
There
No,
should
do
be
that
a
as
dot or a line, or you should be able to tell from context clues around the thing.
Actually, that's hard to tell.
Let me see.
Nope, I'm throwing it out.
Looks like
Okay,
9
so. Let's see.
I got those
15
I can't.
plus 7, so 22. And then 24. And then 38. And then 41. Oh, sick. So 55.
55 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah.
From Miles, the gelatinous cube.
Nice.
So what's your default move for the rest of your turns now?
I want to think of some sort of bullshit move, but I don't have anything that.
Just the same fucking seed
Keep
pod.
hitting.
See.
I don't remember what it was called, man. I've never played a gelatinous cube.
All right. So
Pseudopod.
here's my bullshit move. I ate the heart of a magical lion before this fight, and as a result, I can break free of being frightened, and I have one more action as a result of that. Can I do that, or is that bullshit?
I
That is
mean,
bullshit.
lying.
It is
That's the
bullshit.
point.
I know.
He ate the heart of,
Of a magical lion.
A magical
So first of all,
A
he had to
magical
kill
lion.
this magical lion.
So
Whip
I
out
think that he should at least not be
still
frightened.
beating
I don't have
heart
to-
and swallow it.
All as a gelatinous cube.
That was something
All
like
is
my
July.
bullshit, so that's something the magic baby.
You didn't eat a magic baby?
Yeah, that's my bullshit. I don't know what to do with it yet.
I'll allow it.
All right.
Hey!
Mine would
He
be
ate the heart of a magical lion, and it gave him
breaking
courage
Yeah.
and the ability to have an extra
I'm
action.
gonna punch the shit out
As
of
his
this.
BS.
All right.
Did you give it to me as your
20.
like fiance / wife / whatever we are in Agnes's life right now?
Right now he's a cube.
Oh.
Okay, 28, 16, 21, 16, yeah, 30, and, okay, so I got a 28, I got a 16, I got another 16, I got a 30, and unless I rolled another one that I can't remember, I got a 26.
3 of those hit.
Okay.
Oh, make it quick.
Yeah, I'm not very quick.
Make haste.
What dice do you need?
Ooh, can you move me, like, behind Tiamat? And
Yeah,
can-
he wants to be as far from people being able to save him as possible.
So
I
now
was-
you're like a little Tiamat.
Do I technically give them,
Like right on the
advantage?
throne?
No.
Okay. I want to try.
I mean, are we all flanking Tiamat in this way or not?
I'm gonna say flank. I don't use flanking most of the time, and I must say for a creature this big, it doesn't
Fair.
apply that much.
Okay, 36.
36 points of damage.
36 points of damage.
Not bad.
And
Okay.
hold up.
Oh
And
my gosh. What are you doing?
as a result of flurry of blows, let's see, reactions or
Make your pick.
make a dex save.
Okay, Tiamat will make a dexterity saving throw. That was a natural 1.
Ooh, all right.
She's going to use a legendary resistance.
Oh man, I'm gonna knock the throne. All right. So have I taken it? Yeah, I did. All right, that's it for me. Just freaking, punch him on my turn.
All right.
Let's see. Any of this stuff?
I use.
Yep. That is her first legendary resistance.
And so
You
you're
need
just gonna
your,
keep
your
punching
mint,
on every
your
other
mint
turn?
package reader.
I do, yeah. Put on
For those of you unaware what that means,
all 8 dice.
legendary
back in there.
resistance is a thing boss monsters can do where they just choose to succeed.
How many times?
Usually it's 3.
This time it's
Okay.
probably different.
Usually it's 3?
Usually.
So
Note
it's
the, yeah,
probably like
note the
5
wording.
or something.
So do we get? Wait, is
Or is
he
it-
out of the game? Like
No,
he
he's,
said
he has to
dead?
actually leave. He's fine.
Oh.
I'm not killing him just because he leaves.
Catch
Oh.
your.
However, Tiamat is going to use her final legendary action for another breath weapon.
No.
Or actually, you know what? Let's mix it up. She uses a bite. On Miles the gelatinous cube.
But
Get
he's,
it?
he's behind her. Does this
How
make
much
it more
health do you have
difficult?
left?
Yeah.
This head turns around.
67.
Snaps.
67?
67.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely gonna take a bite at you.
But
Alright, what's your armor class?
20.
Alright, that's a 25.
Does it swallow me
So he
whole?
is dead.
Ooh, let's find out.
Please tell me it
Um,
swallows me whole.
I mean, technically we could revive him unless you're actually just
What?
wanting
Well,
to
I
kill
mean,
him off.
Swallow
he's-
it. Well,
This
there's
is
a
he
the
does
blue
die
head.
in the show.
thing
So.
that does
Yeah.
that.
This is the blue head.
I'm a strong,
And he's fine.
independent woman.
So,
that
we're gonna
just means
say-
we're friends and sisters. So
To speed
Everyone
things up,
except for your man.
yes, exactly.
You take 46 points of damage.
46?
Yes.
So you're still alive?
Yeah, I'm still alive.
So you're just gonna keep punching.
Some of that is piercing, and a little bit of it is lightning.
Alright.
wait, lightning. Does that mean you split in two? Because you're a gelatinous cube.
No.
Oh.
That's not an ability that I have.
That's not an ability gelatinous cubes have.
Some of them do.
Should be.
Some oozes, not
Some
cubes.
oozes.
Should be.
Not the cube. Not the gelatinous
That's
cube.
21 health.
Alright,
Good
cool.
luck.
Goodbye,
Alright,
Rita.
thank you so
Hi,
much.
Reader. I love you so much.
Adios. Thank you for your snacks. Do you have all your snacks?
So that was her final legendary action until it comes back around to her turn.
You want to just take a
Not
picture
bad.
of this?
Yes.
The abilities are all just,
So now that Miles'
the
turn is
exact
done,
abilities I should be
it's
taking.
Tiamat's turn.
No!
Everybody goes.
Oh, okay.
Can you drop those in the chat?
So everyone
Yeah, so
make
you
another.
just-
Everyone who is not Tilly,
Unless I have some sort of
Agnes,
status effects,
Lilith,
you're in
the
charge,
sloth,
just beat 'em up.
the bunny, make another wisdom save.
Oh, I
What
need
about
to.
Miles? It's
Yes.
behind.
Okay, I'm with you.
What?
I
What
said
is
Miles is behind.
it? Is it fright?
Just leave. The lion heart courage bullshit.
Oh,
Protecting
is
you
it
for the
right?
next
I
round.
thought you were doing like a breath
I'm
level
not-
or something.
Oh, this ain't a breath weapon.
Later, reader.
This is the frightful presence.
Gotcha.
I'm not frightened.
Yeah, you're close to Agnes and the sword, so you're good.
I'm also
Wait,
raging, so I
what-
can't.
You're also
going on
raging.
right now?
What was that?
What's going on right now?
Frightful presence.
Oh,
So wisdom save.
Oh, we all gotta do that. Okay.
Yeah.
22.
Unless you got 6.
Oh, that's not terrible.
Fail.
But I still
Fail.
Hi.
I did tell you I had contingency dispel magic.
So you're
17.
17. You're good.
It was actually 7 out of 6. You're good.
Me? No.
Uh,
Yeah, he
not
pointed
me.
at you, I thought. Did you
No.
point at
No,
him?
me.
Oh,
Them.
I'm
I'm
not good.
behind you now, Alana.
So your contingency activates and just dispels the frightened effect on you, Steve.
That's fine.
Your backup plan, as it were. So you're not frightened, but narrator and Feathers, you are both frightened.
That's why contingency is
Mr. Duck, you're not frightened because you're near a paladin, and paladins have a cool ability that keeps their friends from being afraid.
Yeah, you're not.
Wait,
Now-
why am I not afraid?
You're by the paladin.
Brave.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
You have the sword.
Oh, this way. Oh, that's right.
That's cute.
What? And I rolled for it a little while ago.
Oh, no.
Well, now you're
So
safe for sure.
now I'm like
You're
ultimate.
Someone give me a
I'm
handbook.
actually brave.
the bravest little
Not
soul.
just not
Handbook.
Actually,
neutral.
here, this is for you. Trade me, will you?
Does this wash? Like, do you
It
spray
does.
it? And...
It washes.
Except for the one RD.
Laura, but what the hell?
He
Oh
did
wait, these are
permanent
yours. I'm
marker.
forgetting. Like this isn't
No,
my
he
book.
did dry erase marker, but it just
Oh.
doesn't want
So,
Oh.
fucking
Oh.
fork.
That was an older one though.
He knows a little around
Just
the same
looking
amount.
at
I think
a
he
thing
just left it
real
on for a
quick.
while,
Don't mind
This
me,
looks like
people.
a penis
too.
with balls.
Don't insult my art.
Penis water.
Doesn't
That's
it?
gross.
Yeah, it does.
My art.
Penis like.
That's a sad.
You
looking
could be
penis,
like
though.
the Frida Kahlo of men in D&D. I don't know where this is going.
I was just too.
I don't know, but
Just go with it.
I don't know.
I'm going to persuade you.
Hmm.
I'm not going to do that.
No, she's not going to do that. All right.
What?
Not yet. Yeah,
Not
thank you.
yet.
I was just thinking over a thing she can do. Don't you worry about it.
She as in Tiamat?
Yeah, she is in Tiamat.
Gotcha.
So what she's going to do instead of the potential awful thing, she's going to make 2 claw attacks and a tail attack. And she will make the tail attack against Miles, the gelatinous cube,
Yeah, because he's back there.
Oh.
and hit him.
Alright.
Oh.
How much?
He has like 20 health or
He takes 28 points of
something.
damage.
He's dead.
Yeah,
He's dead.
So Miles, the gelatinous cube, just gets
Splattered.
squished by this.
Is he just dead
Line.
or death save?
Well,
We'll
he
say
didn't last long.
we'll
There
say death saves for now.
Alright. So someone can roll his death save.
We
Oh.
have Rivet Fire.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I
if
guess
you
I
want to.
should.
And then the claws.
We have like level 20.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be 3 days later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
we'll
going to
fix
make
him
one
later.
claw attack at Lilith.
Babe, I'm going to retaliate against that too.
Okay. That is a Jesus Christ. 34
Okay, did you
to hit.
Excuse me?
I feel like if you're saying
Pardon
party
me?
as part of it, you can assume it's gonna hit.
Yeah.
It's not a
if
question.
it's not a
Yeah.
natural one, it probably hits.
I mean, honestly, kinda. And Agnes, the next one, the one that tries to hit you is a 23.
That
So how much?
hits you, yeah.
How much
Uh,
damage?
So, you both take, because I'm not gonna roll, because that takes too long. You both take 24 points of damage.
What kind of damage?
Ah!
Slashing damage.
Do you have resistance?
You take half because of rage.
So you said 24?
Yes.
So
So
how-
you
Wait,
take
but
12.
I've been using my sword this whole time, or my shield this whole time.
that just makes your AC go
That
up.
makes your AC higher. It means you're
It
harder
wasn't
to hit,
enough, though.
Oh.
but
2 points
Tiamat got above it.
You were
because
close, but
Tiamat is
not
So
super
am I
cool.
unarmed right now? Like I just
So
have
I get minus.
You have a big
Kinda.
sloth.
24.
I do have a brave sloth.
Eric, was it 23 or 24?
24.
24.
I
But
said
you
baby
take
sloth.
12.
Well, yeah, I was asking for her.
And that is Tiamat's turn.
Wait, I'm gonna
Is
retaliate.
it
You're gonna
my
retaliate.
turn after this? Am I up next?
Yeah, who's next?
Next up is
I
feathers.
knew more.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go sit back and math every
Right.
So that's where I'm at, folks.
Where is
Because I
the
can't
color?
math.
Oh, you're fine.
Lauren, when it's my turn, I'm gonna want you to pull up the chat for me. I
Okay.
have some math.
That's a 29 to hit.
29 will hit.
Cool.
I need my charger. You
Um,
there's an extra one here.
12 plus 11.
And Gwen's.
That's 23 damage.
23 points of damage. All right.
That rolled it.
Oh, actually, Jordan, can you look behind you? Is there a charger, like, on the other side of the sofa?
Yeah. So Tiamat just
No?
squishes the gelatinous cube behind her with her tail, and
Miss
then
me.
with her two
Yeah,
front
okay.
claws, she swipes at Lilith, and you retaliate by
I know,
slamming the
bitch.
axe into her claw. And then she takes another swipe at Agnes with the other claw, and tears through Agnes's armor.
Ah.
She also has a shield in her hand too.
Yep. Didn't help much. It tears through the shield a little bit. This is Tiamat. She says, "Your
Oh.
shield is fine. You're good.
Okay.
It's in one piece. You're still getting the bonus."
Is this still the same 23 points?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was
No, it's not a new one. She says, "Foolish mortals, your bones shall litter my treasure hoard."
Bloody.
She's bloody.
That doesn't
See,
mean
actually,
that's a shit ton of health,
oops.
though.
That's my bad.
Yeah.
Tiamat's wounds begin sealing up.
I'm sorry, what? Why?
Because she's a fucking dragon goddess. So Tiamat's, the wounds that you've inflicted on her, you see on her face and on her chest.
No!
can stop
She's not the
sealing up.
goddamn Wolverine.
Is that her turn?
Goddamn Wolverine.
She's
That
healing.
is...
We should put Alana in front of a green screen so that her dress will change over the color.
Yeah.
Green.
That is Tiamat's turn.
And her.
Did I hear my name when I was in the bathroom?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, I said I was doing color commentary.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Next up is Feathers.
I'm going to cast Mass Polymorph.
Oh.
And spend a sorcery point so all of my allies are within range.
Catches.
And turn everyone into an adult gold dragon.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like an adult film star.
That
like,
I'm sorry,
That's
you're
all
doing
you.
what? Can adult
Giggity.
gold, can I still cast spells?
so,
I don't know.
do I pull up the?
Reader!
Say no.
Yes! Someone accepted it, right?
Hello?
Hello?
Wait,
Okay, we all don't have to accept it.
Yeah, just Lauren. Put your
Oh wait,
tap the
hold
voice.
on.
Okay.
No, here.
No, I didn't.
Read me the
It's
rules for
hello?
Mass Poly.
Wait.
Give me Mass Polymorph.
Give me a second. I gotta pull it up. All right. Here
What?
you go. Any creature
Yes, I
I've
hear you.
seen.
Wait, everybody, shut up.
You got smashed by Tiamat.
You're not dead yet.
You're making death saves now.
You're making death saves.
Quit telling people I'm dead.
You got hit
It's
with
almost
the
like I can
you
hear
got
his
hit with the
voice.
tail.
You got, yeah.
You got tail swiped.
And I'm gonna spend a sorcery point to double it if they're not in range.
Reader, we're kind of in the middle of something.
We're
We have to
fighting
go.
fucking Tiamat.
Oh, he hung up.
Rude.
He's like, fine. What do we all look like?
Yeah, that's not happening.
Why is that?
Any beast you've seen. Dragons are not beasts. They're dragons.
What?
Okay.
That was a cool idea though.
If you want to turn them all into sloths.
No.
Can he like?
Can I use a bullshit point?
We could use a
Bullshit point.
Bullshit point.
We'll do two.
No.
That's true
Two
polymorph.
That's different.
Can we do like two people
Bullshit
in
one?
the group? Like use two of them.
No, use his personal one and then one from the group.
Yeah, that's what she
To
said.
Yeah.
make it mass true
There's a
polymorph.
demon. I
Because
should've
he was
gone with the
looking
bullshit
at
point.
this dragon and he's been thinking about this dragon so hard and he's like, oh
I
my
was
god,
born
this dragon.
From a
Okay.
dragon's butt.
Yeah.
No one knows how a chicken was birthed from a
These are
dragon,
comics on
but it
Jesus,
happened,
right?
and I was raised amidst her young,
Because
like I was one of her own. That's
his
the
egg was
source of
in
my
there
power.
and he emerged and nobody
I'm
even
so
questioned
familiar
it.
with this
Another golden
form.
hen from
Okay, so that's the
What's-
story he
What's
was
the reason
told.
we can't though? What's the reason we can't do this?
A dragon's not technically a beast.
Okay. Yeah, technically within the rules, it says he can turn a bunch of people into beasts.
Oh.
And in D&D, beasts is like normal animals. Bears, elephants, cats, dogs.
Did you hear about the scientist, though, that changed the DNA slightly of dragons to make it the mage?
Keep going.
Mage/scientist, who actually in his laboratory began to change the DNA of dragons slightly to make them fall within the family.
They're actually
of beasts.
related to birds.
Yeah.
Which is why I
Kind of like
chicken.
dinosaurs.
Okay.
Yes.
They're cousins.
They're dinosaurs.
You may spend a bullshit point. Turning everyone into
You are all adult gold dragons.
Wait, who's a dragon?
All of you. Unless you choose to resist it.
No,
you are all
I'm a
adult gold dragons.
1, 2,
That was like a Jurassic Park.
3, 4, 5, 6.
I mean,
Seven.
those players not present don't have to be.
Okay.
True.
So, okay, yeah,
So
that, you have enough. You have
We're
enough.
all
I'm
gold
just checking.
dragons now.
So there is my 9th
But you
level
still have
spell
a
slot.
I still have a little.
So what's a gold
So,
dragon?
the
And
stats
ears.
were on the screen. They're in the. I put
That's
them in
your
the
turn?
chat. That's gonna be my turn.
Cool. Legendary action. Tiamat's gonna breathe on
Oh
you.
wait, no. I'm also gonna fucking fly and hide behind the fucking tower.
What do we get from it though exactly?
If Lauren puts on her phone, it can go up there.
It can go up
It's in
there.
the chat.
Yeah.
Which
It's-
no, but which
Okay.
aspects? Because do we get legendary resistance as the legendary action?
I don't know about that.
Or
I'm not
if they're
sure.
resistances, but legendary actions.
Yeah, so that's what you.
Tiamat is going to move, and she's going to hit you with. Oh.
Can I see the spell thing?
Yeah.
The when you say behind the tower.
I'm just hiding
It's up
behind
here.
the tower completely, as much as a big ass dragon can hide.
Yeah, well, an adult dragon
Maybe
is
clean your
huge, so.
fingernails.
That was
You're all
yesterday,
technically-
okay?
But a
Yeah.
dragon can magically change its shape into
They're
anything.
As
clean
an
now.
action, yes.
Yeah.
You're not
So
fully
I can
concealed
turn
by the
back
dragon.
into a person, and then if I die,
But-
get turned back into a dragon,
So,
and then if
alright.
it dies,
Yeah, all
turn
of
back
it-
into
So
myself.
Are we
spells.
canceling any of this out?
For now.
Okay.
All of it for now?
Oh.
Okay. Can't speak.
So
But it's a
Tiamat's gonna
dragon.
breathe fire on you. Don't get too attached to it.
Breathe
Tiamat's-
fire.
What else do we have?
I'm a gold dragon.
Actually,
Does that
yeah,
give me,
she's
like,
not gonna do that. She would know that.
immunity?
That was my go-to because that's the most damage.
So under the rules of gold dragon, would we be able
I
to
think
cast
so.
spells?
Wait, how many heads does Tiamat have? Because
5.
I've had crit hits.
That
I
gives you
don't-
extra damage.
Oh, I thought it like killed them.
No.
You need to
I thought it was
block
like a
no.
KO.
You're not killing the heads.
It's
Where's
double
my
damage. Yeah.
pencil? Almost supposed to pencil myself.
I don't think we're like killing the heads one at a time. I think it's like an all or nothing thing.
Yeah, she's gonna breathe lightning at you.
One of her
Okay.
heads is on
Oh.
the back. Isn't she one of those?
That's a hydra.
I'm like offended.
When I
I'm just
had
like,
it,
God damn it.
She breathes lightning at you.
Oh well, that was a while ago.
So you need to make a dex
I thought
save,
Kyle's more
which is
damage.
shit for a dragon, as we
That's
can
a
see
dex
here.
save.
Well, not entirely shit.
Okay.
It's the same as my normal one.
What'd you get?
18 plus 8.
18 plus 8. Okay, that's 26.
Where's my
You fail.
Okay.
No! What?
What just happened?
So
With
now I make
26
a.
You
Fail.
take 88 points of damage,
Okay.
and you have to make a Constitution saving
I
throw.
can make that at advantage because I
Tiamat is
have.
no fucking joke, you guys.
Now we have the dragon hit points, yeah?
If you fail
Yeah,
a saving
as
throw,
temporary points.
if you fail a saving throw, as a gold dragon, you can turn it into a success.
Do we get? Yeah. Do we get?
How
Do
did
I
Agnes
get
beat
the legendary
this
resistance?
in the
Do we
show?
get legendary
I would just like to
resistances
know.
and
Like,
actions?
I don't know, apparently you did it all
I
at
have to
once.
check the.
Well,
God damn. Give me the spell. Give me the spell again. Give me true polymorph.
True polymorph. Okay.
Give me true polymorph since you bullshitted this so much.
I can get it as.
I'm still
So you
gonna make the
also
con
have
save at
256
advantage here to see
temporary
if I
points.
maintain the spell.
what does that mean?
So if you put it here,
18.
if you take
So
damage, you're only
18 is
taking
my
it from
higher
that,
one.
not from your actual
18
points.
plus.
True more means you truly go into it. Mass polymorph, I think it's just like.
Wait, where is that?
Several people.
Oh, I wrote in it. That's why.
So right now you
Someone
have
give me true polymorph over here.
What?
I'll find it.
So do we have 256 hit points right now?
Found it.
Yeah.
Alright.
We have 256.
Do you get legendary stuff?
But
Hey
once
guys,
once you
guys,
lose that,
raise your hand if you'll be mad if I eat another donut. Raise your hand.
No.
no, go for it. Cool.
We were all here way before you.
Although, if you lose, I'll
No,
do it.
that was no tea, no shade. By the way.
if you lose all of the temporary hit points, you go back to where you were at before.
115. Okay.
Unless the
Honestly, Lauren, I deserve your shade, so give it to me if you must.
I mean, you're dead, so.
No, I'm alive now.
Well, I know, but you were dead.
Yeah. I feel like it's still more of your ghost playing than actual death.
Yeah.
My spirit.
Dude, that skeleton, is that what you had planned?
Yes.
Like,
Because you knew she'd be late?
No.
What if we just
She was gonna
didn't
play
do
Tiamat a lot more at the beginning.
What if we didn't ever do anything to the skeleton?
Shape changers aren't
Just
affected
Tiamat
by
the
this
whole time?
spell, so narrator is not turned into a dragon.
For mass polymorph, they can choose to succeed automatically, but they can be affected if they want. That's how mass polymorph works.
All right.
Eric's just like, God
You have to combine the two spells.
Make them one.
You did give us bullshit points.
That was lit, though.
Yeah.
Let us
I had a
know our
plan.
fantasies.
It was this or wish, and I was gonna pull out some real bullshit if I chose wish.
True.
I love your shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
What is the lead of a unit in the Marines?
That depends on the size of the unit.
Fairly small.
6 inches. 7 inches.
It'd probably be a sergeant or a lieutenant then.
I think sergeant. So my brother's sergeant, because he's an what is it, MP3
You know,
player?
judgment call.
MP3 player.
Let's say you don't get the
brand?
legendary
He's a doc-
resistance.
A doc.
Dog?
Yeah.
No.
I don't.
Let's say no.
And
He's
the
EM,
Asgore
he
Dragon
was
can
EM.
cast spells.
EM
Oh,
something.
EM.
Yes.
Okay.
EM 2 or 3 or...
So what was your save?
What was my
What was your
save
saving throw?
for Constitution?
Yes.
18 plus 7.
25.
25.
All right. I need to plug this in very fast. We're done. So the DC
I
was
think that's
10
pretty
plus
awesome.
half the damage you took.
If he's in the.
I think he worked his
You don't
way
get the same.
beyond that, but
So the spell drops, and you were all people again.
oh well,
That was
it was
really
fun
cool.
while it lasted.
You were
now I
dragons
have to
for
use
but
it.
seconds.
Butt seconds.
Can I unplug someone and plug this in very quickly or something?
Let's do it right here.
Do the bottom one, yeah.
Thank you.
My brother, so he was in Japan for a while, and
Yeah.
his, I guess, sergeant
Dragon move.
was gay,
Okay, good.
and
All right.
Did you move the dragon?
my brother would have totally worn that shirt around him to
A
support.
little bit, just to
Okay.
get him
Love it.
get him a good shot. Just lining up the shot.
Yeah, there you are.
So that's Tiamat's turn.
Okay.
You are now no longer a dragon,
Yes.
as are any of you. So you're no longer flying.
I still have a flying speed.
You do
Yeah.
have a flying speed.
Oh!
So I'm still flying, just not as fast.
You're not limited. The thing about
No,
limited
because
flying.
Chickens can't
my
fly.
dragon wing because of sorcerer.
Oh yes, you do.
So I have
okay,
a
so
normal
you're good.
flying speed.
You're good. So you don't drop. That's
Yes.
True.
good. Next up, it is. Where'd my notebook go?
Somewhere.
Hey, because of the rules of true polymorph,
Yeah.
it's
Is it in
stayed that
here?
way
Oh,
you
okay.
lose.
Okay.
For
Next up in
the whole
initiative,
duration.
it is Lilith.
So since we
But I
Steve are
didn't choose.
sharing a
I don't
turn and
get
I
true
went first last
polymorph
time.
with
Yeah,
sorcerer
Steven-
anyway,
Steven Lilith.
so-
Wait,
Go
why are
next.
y'all sharing a
Okay.
turn?
Because
Because
we rolled the same and he didn't want us to roll again.
Oh.
You can go first this time, so I went first
Alright,
last time.
so what I'm gonna do is
I used to never.
I'm gonna fire, step over here a little bit, and then just a 5-foot step, and then I'm gonna do 8th level chromatic orb, and I'm going to overchannel it.
So the Great Mage Steve. Wait, it's a ranged spell attack, yes?
Yes.
You're within 5 feet.
Spells don't provoke attacks of opportunity. And
No,
proficient.
they don't provoke attacks of opportunity, but you do have disadvantage.
Okay.
Because you're within 5 feet for a ranged attack.
But the squares are 10 feet.
True. Alright. Hold on.
Wait, where is Megan?
Meg, she has work.
Oh.
Ooh.
Inspiration. Okay. That did not help. I miss.
Steve!
The Great Mage Steve, over-channeling, summoning his mightiest magic, summons this ball of thunder, and hurls it at Tiamat. And
So it's like,
yeah, she just moves her two heads out of the way, and it just flies above her and goes careening into the sky. And you just see like a single seagull.
That's how you stop them, Adam. Stop the seagulls.
God damn it.
Stop it now.
So that's your turn.
Stop looking at my
You're both up there. You're the one presenting it to us all.
That's your turn.
I'm trying to
Yes.
get him in a moment.
Legendary action. Tiamat is.
do
What
audio
about,
only.
Lilith's turn?
What was that?
What about Alana?
That's the end of your turn. I'm doing a legendary action.
You can do
Okay.
audio only, sweetie.
How?
You guys have the same
By
thing in
your
initiative, but you don't have the same turn.
Okay.
You're just sharing that number.
phone. Turn
Oh,
off
I thought
Um,
you said we were going on the same turn.
Yes and no.
You
basically-
did.
Go
Up to
to
his discretion.
You guys,
music app.
you guys have the same you can choose who goes first,
Okay.
but you're not like
So we're two separate turns.
yeah, you're two separate turns,
Okay.
but you're not
So
the
we'll just keep switching back and forth every round.
yeah,
Should be in here.
whatever works for
Sorry,
you.
I didn't realize that.
It's all good.
I would just done it right then.
So she is going to now breathe with the black dragon head on Agnes and Lilith.
Isn't
What's black?
black lightning?
Black is acid.
The blue was lightning.
Oh, that's right.
What's
Black
black?
is acid.
Acid?
So I need you both to make, and also the bunny. So I need you to
Who's
make
making some
dexterity
Just
saving
giving
throws.
everybody like
Oh,
a sort
was
of
I
heads up
supposed to do
that I
something?
have work at 3,
Wait,
so
no, you're
I
fine.
have to leave
Okay.
in about an hour.
Okay.
How
We'll
many?
be done before that.
Yeah,
Which one?
D20.
But I just thought you guys might like a heads up.
What?
What am I doing?
Dexterity saving throw. Not you. You go.
I'm fine.
What is my dex to add?
What did you get?
12.
18.
I got 12 too!
18.
No, I just was yelling a number. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry to get you excited.
Okay.
I did get 12 though.
Good job.
Plus 9. So you have a 21. I have a 27. I have 21.
Okay.
But
Lilith, you have advantage because you're a barbarian.
cool.
Danger sense.
Oh, I also have advantage on dex save because of resilient anyways.
Resilient doesn't give you advantage, but it gives you
Oh, you wrote
proficiency.
that.
Dragon?
You have proficiency.
What?
Yeah.
No, I lost concentration.
Oh, okay.
The only way I was gonna save it is if I got
25.
a fucking nat 20.
25. Okay.
Beautiful.
Lilith succeeds,
Really?
so you take half.
Damn.
Agnes and the bunny rabbit do not.
No!
I haven't even gained. What was her modifier?
Your
What's your
modifier.
health?
I don't know.
Less than it was.
Yeah, you're a magical bunny rabbit, so we're gonna say.
God damn it.
150
Okay, so
at level 20?
you take 67 points of acid damage, which is halved for Lilith.
56.
Wait, how many?
67.
Okay, what is my
Are you doing Agnes?
I'm gonna say Jacob
Wait,
the
I'm
magic.
sorry, what?
67 points of damage.
No!
How
So
are
I'm gonna
you?
say
Not
Jacob the
great.
magical bunny rabbit is down for the count at the moment.
Hold on.
It's okay. I'm gonna come save you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna come give you a magic high five.
So Agnes is low.
I'm at
and,
48.
Like, bunny
You're
rabbit
fine. I'll
making
come give
death
you a
saving
magic kiss
throw.
on the forehead.
That's more than some adventurers get in their entire
Wait,
career.
am I supposed to make a death saving throw?
Not
Am I
yet.
that low?
Not yet.
Okay.
Are you saying like on
You're,
the next turn, or is she
um,
just not that low?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Next up,
Except it's just lay on hands.
now it is
Well,
Lilith.
not until I die. Because
No,
he,
no, no, no.
he
So-
has healing.
I already used, healing,
I
I already
Mine's
used
healing.
resurrection.
It's not
That's
resurrection. It's
three
just lay on
actions
hands.
to hit.
Okay.
So we're gonna do that.
I don't think I can revive people.
I can revive
Yeah, I already used it once. I think it's done.
I can cast death. Oh wait, just kidding. I do have revivify.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
This is for your retaliation?
No,
Or
I
no,
thought
this is
you
your
said
turn.
it was
This
my
is your turn. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yes.
I mean, do I also get a retaliation?
No. We passed on. It's your turn. I forgot that you were next, kind of. So
Alright.
nat 20.
So nat 20. I also rolled the damage wrong last time I got a crit. That makes me sad. That's a point. 30.
30 will hit.
Another nat 20.
Yes!
Holy sh!
Yeah!
It was. I
Holy
watched.
shit.
I saw it happen.
Okay,
Okay.
that's a lot. There's a lot of math.
Yeah.
There's a lot of math for a
Just give me a
barbarian.
second to like process this.
What?
She has some fun barbarian things. That means she does more damage on a crit.
Yeah. And crit means double damage. Yes.
Yeah,
See,
usually.
last time I didn't do.
Usually it's you add one more dice. For you, it's more.
It's like I think 3 more dice. I think.
Lit.
Wait, so a crit is it doubling the total damage or just adding an extra die?
You're adding extra die.
Okay, and then I also get to add another extra die because of the brutal critical thing.
It might be 3 at this point. You should check
right,
that.
3. You're right. Because I kept forgetting.
Okay, so for
3,
2 of those attacks, you're rolling 4
4
dice.
dice.
And then another.
One of them I'm rolling 1.
That's 9 dice.
9d12. Cool.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
And then more math after that, but we're gonna start with the 9d12. I got 2. Wait,
Jesus Christ. Okay. You do that math. I'm gonna get something.
4, 25. I don't. I have 6, 7, 8, 9. Ha! I'm gonna roll on this thing, I guess. Actually, no, I'm gonna roll on the 4 because I want to watch it spread out. Okay, where did all those go?
Jesus.
10, what else? What are those? 2 10s. 30. 50.
Are you sure you don't want to use the whip I put in your inventory?
No. Wait.
It's a really cool whip.
Trip Tiamat.
Oh. So that's 50.
Swipe the leg.
Wait, is that
61, 69.
a hint, or are you trying to get us killed?
No, she's just dealing
The whip
a
does
lot of.
less damage, but has a higher attack bonus. 69 plus.
Also can't
That was
It's a whip. She's using a battle axe. I'm telling her to use a
3
whip.
hits, right?
Take the whip trip.
So, what
I don't
is
think
it?
so.
The whip's a
Unless I
plus
gave
3
that
though.
special ability.
So.
Yeah, I gave her a whip called Loving Touch or something.
Loving touch.
Or something like that. Because she has a whip the entire show, but she never used it because it's a freaking whip.
So you know.
I was like, how is it?
So I was like, I'll give her one
Living
she
up
can
to a
use her game.
character, never
Tilly's
knew
like
what.
that whip.
Actually, Tiamat's the one that got
So,
it.
102.
Jesus Christ. Okay,
Yes!
I've never done so much damage in my life.
you just.
Isn't
That
it
was.
fun being a
That
martial
was
fighter?
insane.
Did I actually kill Tiamat yet? Or
No, but goddamn.
She close.
Are you gonna tell the story of what happened?
Even for barbarians, this is awesome. This is ridiculous.
I never rolled 20
So
ever.
you're recording? You're going?
Yeah.
Okay. So Lilith, enraged, takes out her battle axe and swings it at Tiamat again and again and again, and she hasn't even noticed that Tilly is alive at this point. She's just so enraged. And just swings it right into Tiamat's and just creates a huge cleft right between 2 of the heads.
I also do like
creating
in the
this
show when
massive
I like
gap.
swung all the way around myself to like hit.
Yeah.
To get the 2 crits. Both of those are just like, ha!
Yeah, with that you just cut through and you just slice almost entirely halfway through 2 of Tiamat's gigantic necks.
She doesn't even know I'm alive.
She doesn't.
Aw.
Just like every other girl I like, she doesn't know I'm
Aw,
alive.
that's sad. That is sad.
Just got real.
It's a resurrection joke, people. Jeez.
Before I did mass polymorph.
Next
I would've
up.
been smart.
It is Mr. Duck.
Concentration.
Mr. Duck.
So
Senor
I was
Duck.
thinking blue.
So how's everybody doing here? How's everybody
It
feeling?
wouldn't even work.
I'm good.
Well, I could use some healing because I'm at 48 points.
I'm topped up.
No,
You
this is
wanna
fine.
take me with
48.
you?
Oh yeah.
I'm a
So,
surprisingly
Agnes
resilient
and her
chicken.
bunny sidekick aren't doing too hot.
Steve's doing pretty well for Steve.
What noise does bunnies make? I don't know.
Like little nibbles.
Oh,
right?
I'm sorry. Legendary action. It bites Steve.
No!
Don't speak up, Jordan.
Wait, if you get to go back after you announce his turn, why don't I get to go back and do my retaliation? Can I use a bullshit point to argue that?
Sure.
Okay, I'm arguing that.
Okay.
Retaliation.
either. Do I get a retaliation then if you're gonna attack?
Sure.
Cool. Or it's the other way around. You don't get to. Yeah, it's either you don't get to use
I
legendary
don't,
action.
I mean,
or you have
Steve,
to-
he has to die. I'm doing this.
I was going to do something that would possibly kill me.
That's a 38 to hit.
That will hit with my 12 AC.
Steve, you take 32 points of damage.
You're still okay.
That's slashing damage. And then you take another 5 points of what's over on that side, actually.
Someone will.
Cold damage.
Another 5.
Yeah, the white head bites you.
Me or him?
Him.
Oh.
Alright, I am bloodied again.
I'm killing Steve.
I might kill myself.
We'll save Steve.
What'd you get?
Oh, I didn't hit.
You didn't hit? Okay.
I got a 16 to hit.
I might kill myself.
Oh no!
I have a
I don't want to hear you say that, Jordan.
He's gonna like blow himself up or something.
Do you need a hotline?
Magic ball.
Dave's a therapist. It's fine.
I'm gonna use I have a plan for my BS point.
He's overloading
Okay.
himself.
All right.
Mr. Duck.
We'll save you when we can.
Mr.
I mean,
Duck.
I can't.
Oh.
But someone might.
So
Just no one go near me.
wait, is he dead?
No.
No.
Not
Oh.
yet.
He got bit by Tiamat.
Everybody move away from Steve.
So I'm wondering what the
Just
best
stay outside
what the best
30.
healing. I know I have mass cure wounds.
Which one
That's
are you?
really good.
Not
There's
one.
also
You're not the big problem is you're not super
I'm outside.
close to anyone
Can
due to
you-
the fact that
you
you're a
have to go over
sloth.
there.
Okay, can I do something before? Like, can I
Yeah.
turn into a
Can you wild shape as a bonus action?
He can. He is a Circle of the Moon Druid,
Oh,
so you
sick.
can turn into stuff as a bonus action without actually using your actual action.
Oh, great. Well, I choose to wait. What can I turn into? Anything?
Literally any animal you can think of,
Really?
almost. I think.
A bear.
As anything that's not like a giant ape, actually, even maybe that.
Now it's your chance.
Become something huge.
A giant vacuum cleaner.
Well, I want to make sure it's.
Then Tiamat will be
A
afraid.
Hoover.
Yes.
Can
I've never
he?
been to Ubu Jumper.
Animals.
Oh.
A
Where's
vacuum
the
with
animal
a
you
tail.
You wasted it turning them all into dragons. You should have turned them all into
A
vacuums.
dirt devil.
Well,
Ah!
I turn into a.
You can also
A
turn
dust
into
bunny.
elementals.
What is
Can you
that?
like a
You
giant
you could
anteater?
literally turn into like a
What?
living
dust
embodiment
anteater?
of like
That's kinda
fire
like
right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That
really
counts.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Closest thing I can think of. I think it's good.
But if you have an animal in mind, by all means,
I wanted to turn into a peregrine falcon,
you can do so.
which is very
Ah.
fast
Yes.
and get closer to people to use.
Not Steve.
Besides Steve, he is messy.
Stay outside of 30 feet.
I would like
Steve.
to at least
Everyone.
stay alive until
Yeah.
my turn. though.
But I would like to use. Is heal better or is mass cure wounds?
Heal, I think, is for one person.
Okay.
But it
But
heals
it's
like
better.
70, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It heals some 70,
Yeah,
but
it's
only
it's a
one.
super heal.
Who?
I'm at
Burn.
40.
Yeah, you could do heal.
I'm actually aggravated.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm actually
That one is dying, and these two are beat up.
well,
I'm Steve.
How much?
I'm Steve.
How much does mass cure wounds give? Is that even enough?
That's 6 creatures, 3d8 plus your spellcasting modifier. So when I did it, it was 28 points per person.
I don't know.
It's a lot of healing, and they need a lot of health.
And,
So
And-
multiple
and
people
she's
need.
and you
dying.
could
Yeah.
hit
Yeah.
me without.
Let's do. I'll do that. I'll do mass
You
cure
could hit me
wounds.
without getting
Wait,
poisoned.
it's only 6 people. You could. I have thing and you. You
Yeah.
can heal
I'm
her and I
topped
can heal
up
her.
behind the tower. So
I
I'm good.
need.
So,
I do need
Raise
a
your
bit,
hand
like-
if you need healing. Raise your hand if you need Jesus Christ in your life.
Plug into Jesus.
because I can. We can do the free.
I mean, you're a lesbian.
Okay.
We knew that.
So
If you have extra slots, I'll raise my hand. But if you don't have extra slots,
I don't know
Oh
if
yeah,
I do.
you're good.
I don't know what all this means. I'm waiting for someone
So
to
you
tell me.
can do.
I have 48,
You
so
can
I
do
definitely
heal on
need
her,
it.
and I'll
Well-
cure those two.
Oh yeah.
Mass cure wounds is 6.
Wait,
people.
I
Yeah,
need.
but they're
I
not
probably
six
need
people.
more.
Right, you could do heal.
Narrator,
if
it
you're
is
70.
it is very
me
worth
heal.
mentioning. You're still on top of the tower.
You gotta move.
Oh.
Okay.
Heal me.
Well, wait, is it necessary when you like you select
She
the
can
point
heal
and you get
you.
the point?
I
Can you
believe
heal
so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
my
not
bunny?
Yeah, that is how you guys.
Well,
set
yeah,
it.
wait,
Your
can-
buddy is voiced by Terry Crews.
He selects the point. So he selects the point, and then you get 30 feet with
Hell yeah.
All right, yeah. So you could totally heal that group right now, where someone is dying and they need help. Also, Miles is still.
That's my best.
Um,
Can you get
You
all
could
of
probably
us?
get him.
It was very good. It was very good.
And you can choose to exclude Tiamat. You
I'm
don't
gonna
have to
say
do-
we don't need Miles.
So you can heal them.
And I say that as Agnes.
Well, yeah, but technically he can still get
He's just kind of like a little
So
poop
yeah,
on the ground.
if you
I'm
heal
sitting on throne right now.
Jacob the magical bunny, then they would be not in danger of dying. As much as you can be in this situation. And Agnes and Lilith would be in much better shape.
Yeah, I want to heal the group.
Where are you on that?
Alright, so those three, and anyone else?
With
I'm the
with
unicorn.
mass cure wounds, right?
Yeah. Anyone else? Miles? Steve?
Does it? I mean, I.
Whoever he can reach.
You can get one or the other.
Oh.
Steve,
Well,
do
Steve's
you want
here.
to be saved, or do you have a big plan?
Well, I would like.
So, get
I
Steve.
need to at least survive until
Get
my next
Steve.
turn.
Give it to Steve.
Okay,
Miles bounce.
Otherwise,
this.
there's no.
I don't
point.
like Miles that much.
You deserve
like,
this.
Does someone roll
to do what I'm going to
death
do.
Where's
save
that
for
ring?
Miles? Yeah.
I just did. He passed.
Yeah,
away.
exactly.
Well, it's not his turn yet.
Show
so
me the ring, son.
Fucking hold on that.
So do I have to roll
Because
anything?
he told me to control Steve. He
Okay.
just passed one of his death saves.
Gotcha.
Alright, so how many dice does he roll?
Mine.
Not Steve, it's Miles.
What?
Kara?
Yes.
How many dice does he roll?
3d8 plus his spellcasting modifier.
Alright, so you need d8s, which is like that rule. And you add 5 from your wisdom.
Oh, you have 3 of them? Or now?
You have 2 now.
Here's one more. A fancy animal.
I need 3.
Oh. Oh.
Well, there's one. There's one. There's one.
Those are not great.
But what's your spellcasting modifier?
12 plus 5, 17.
Okay. So that's great. Wait,
So you,
what's his modifier to plus 5?
his modifier is plus 5.
Oh, okay.
So you all get 17 points of health.
Oh,
true.
good.
Yeah, it just has a bar. Okay.
And the bunny rabbit is conscious again.
Woo!
The magical
Okay.
unicorn bunny is.
Welcome back.
Plus 17.
17.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Alright. That's your action, that's your bonus action.
I want to bullshit away to make.
I am now up to 65. Yes.
I want to figure out a way how to do that.
So if I die,
I'm gonna come help
It's
you
your
out.
turn.
Thank you.
It's really my turn. I don't know if I can do that yet because watch, I'm gonna
You
try.
can enlarge.
I can.
Sure, why not?
Sure, why not?
Oh,
How big?
buddy! Please.
And I can bite too, right? Because
Sure.
I'm a bunny.
You can at least be big enough to
Bite
be like a
and
mount
stab.
for Agnes.
A mount for eggs.
Can I please ride the bunny? I just want to ride the bunny.
Okay, can I enlarge big enough to be a mount for eggs?
Yes!
Yeah, you just turn yourself into like a
Like a horse-sized
horse-sized
bunny.
bunny.
Nay.
Yes! Jacob! Thank you.
I want to set a precedent. My regular games are not this fucking insane.
Yes, they are.
It's like, okay, yes, but they're
Not
within.
this insane.
They're. We actually have rules.
Yeah,
of
I
okay.
was a
logic.
lizard man that thought he was a person.
That's a
made
character
Facebook.
choice.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a character
what was
choice.
that? What was enlarging? That wasn't action yet.
We'll say that's your action.
Yeah, your lizard man.
Yeah,
like,
so
deer kid.
the bunny just grows.
So.
Dumbass deer.
Saying that is
Okay, so
actually-
we're
You got
replacing
busted.
your snake with this because it has a bunny on the back. And now you're like a full-grown thing.
Yeah.
So that's her.
Love it.
I've
Anything
got
else
about
you're
30
doing?
minutes before I gotta bounce.
No, I think
Okay.
that's all I can
Oh
do.
God, we gotta go.
Go, go, go.
Okay,
Uh,
I'm done.
Alright,
There's
next
something
up,
else I can do.
Agnes!
Yes! I mount the bunny.
You mount the bunny.
Is that an action?
No, it's part of
Okay.
your movement.
Thank you.
Where do you
But
want
we'll
to go?
say you could still. Yeah, you
Does
can
that
actually.
add speed?
Yeah, the bunny is way faster than you.
Yes. Okay.
And you still
So-
have a sword.
Yes.
I need it.
Can I still hold my shield and my sword while riding the bunny? My legs.
Oh,
are,
yeah.
My legs are pretty strong. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I mount the bunny.
You climb atop your trusty steed.
I do.
There you go.
And I kick my heels in gently, but enough to let Jacob know that
Alright,
we're
let's go.
we're going forth.
You could
And-
just move.
And
We
he's voiced by
together-
Carrie Crews.
That's amazing.
We together charge
Shit, girl!
at the Tiamat. Jacob with their horn, me with my shield and my sword, and I just slash like I do. Signature move.
Oh wait.
Are you using
Alright.
an action surge too, or just one action?
Action surge.
She has
8
one more,
attacks.
right?
Can I do that?
Yeah,
has one more.
you have one
yes.
more.
Okay,
I
what do
think.
I roll?
Fighters get to at that high level defeat, right?
You
Isn't
have
that crazy?
8 attacks.
I believe so.
With
Yes.
20?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, no, fighters still up.
Okay.
She said
1, 6.
That's not gonna hit.
Somebody, okay. 14.
Plus.
What is your bonus?
What's the? Isn't it her sword?
It's plus 12, yes.
So 14 plus 12 is 26.
There's an extra 1 on top of that. So 26?
Yes.
That hits.
4
That's
doesn't
not.
hit. 16.
That'll hit.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Is anybody keeping track of these?
We are.
Okay.
No, how many times she has rolled?
15. Hits.
Hits.
If 14 hit, 15
Yeah.
has to.
Yeah, are we keeping track of how many she's rolled?
I
No,
think
it's
she
been like
gets 2 more.
She just rolled.
Two more.
I think.
2 more.
That's only 6. She gets
2 more.
8.
Yes.
So 2 more.
15.
Yep.
11.
No.
Doesn't hit.
11 is.
Maybe.
Yeah, give one more roll.
It's an attack bonus higher
You
with
do
the
not hit.
blade.
It is 1 higher.
7.
Right, so
Doesn't hit.
4 attacks.
Okay.
Right.
So roll.
Was it 4 or was it 3?
4.
She got 4.
I hit 4.
Okay. Alright, yeah.
2 16s, a 14, and a 15.
This is much more dice than you'll actually do when we do a
real
normal
life.
game
Yeah,
where
so,
you're not level 20 with a
Yeah.
super powerful.
This is no normal game.
Yeah.
So
We
that's
step things up.
that's gonna be 4.
There were no crits, so this time, which was amazing because I think that's the only round you had where you didn't
Yeah.
crit. So 48 d8s.
Plus 8d6.
Get your little diamonds.
Plus 40.
How many?
4 of
I've got
those.
3.
I just need 1. Thank you.
You have my d8s and my d6.
Okay, 6, 6, 5, 1. Or 6, 7, 5, 1.
Just gonna throw on that
So-
40 right now.
So 18, 19. Plus 40 is 59.
Yep. So
So
9
add
plus 19.
2d6s.
Uh,
No, sorry, 4d6s. No, how many?
Wait,
8d6s.
8d6.
8d6s.
Oh, this is
3,
too many dice.
5, 6.
I just remembered she
7.
said she would like
Wait,
to
how
use
many?
my horn as
8
well.
D6s.
Should I roll for horn again?
You're
But
at
what's
49.
that like?
your
Like
action
2D.
next round.
I know.
It's like a 2D8 or something for a horn.
I was gonna say it's 3d4. Yeah.
27.
27 plus 49.
10.
Yeah. In my head, I was like, should I really be doing 20th level? Because like Lauren and Zane have barely ever played before, and some people haven't played this much.
76
Like-
damage.
I don't want to be too
Okay.
overwhelming. Okay, what was just the d6s? Because
10, 20,
It was 24.
27.
okay, thank you.
27. Right. 27 plus 49 is 76.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
All right, so yeah, you rush up on, atop your majestic steed
Yeah.
and do your signature move,
Yeah.
waving your hair around.
As in, like,
The bunny jumps up in the air, and you're just
Yes.
you're just a wall of blade.
Yes.
And
Damage.
then it's Calliope's turn, and yeah,
She's gonna shoot.
you are cutting the shit out of Tiamat. And Calliope's turn, she misses both times. Her arrows are just ding ding, bouncing off this dragon's hide. And Peter appears to be very afraid, so he's scuttling away as a plot device. Oh no! Peter is
Agelani.
Agelani's giant
She has a
spider.
spider.
Named Peter Parker.
I missed this show.
And then it is the narrator's turn.
Okay, first I'm gonna cast healing words,
Thank you.
and I'm gonna say da 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 da. Can't heal her. Or can't heal her. Da 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 da. Can't heal her.
Can't hurt her.
Can't hurt her. I like it.
It's like, can't heal her, and then she just heals you.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, what?
So you do 1 to 4 plus 11. 13 points.
I add 13 points.
That's my bonus action.
Thank
Sorry.
you.
As my action, I'm going
Dice
to
have been with us
conjure a
in tech team
celestial.
at pretty
Okay.
I don't know what celestial is.
Angels are among them, but there are other things.
I'm gonna conjure the
There's-
fiercest angel I
You
can.
wanna-
Unicorns are
A real
celestial.
Unicorns are celestials. Would you like to conjure the unicorn?
my brethren.
I wanna
Like
What are the rules of Congress this shit?
It's challenge
There's a
rating
challenge rating, but
of
unicorns are in it.
I think it's like, is it 4?
4.
Unicorns are
Are
within
you gonna
that.
bring a unicorn?
I want it to be like the highest level unicorn you can. A challenge rating of 4 unicorns.
There's only one kind of unicorn, but it is that, yes.
Are they your challenge rating of 4?
I think so. Because
Alright,
I went over this with a friend because he's like, yeah, I have this thing. And there's like no celestials in the book, so what the hell could I actually use? And we looked it up and it's like, yeah, there's like 2 or 3 things out of all the monsters.
Yes.
And it's gonna be
See, I
right,
need that.
right next.
Unicorns and angels.
What can what
Bless
do?
you.
What can I
Let's see what the unicorn can do a lot of things, like, for example, healing.
It
I
can
think
heal.
it might have skull
Yeah,
shots.
unicorns are super magical, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my god.
So don't get hurt, because
so, okay, let's see what unicorns. So unicorns are challenge rating of 5.
Oh. Okay, well,
So you
should
might
I
have.
cast it at a level 9 and then do a level 5?
If you want to use your one.
I know, I only have 1.
What
You
you
can use a
learned
bullshit
spell?
point.
She has.
Use a bullshit point.
I will use a bullshit point.
Do you
How
want
do
to use yours or a group?
Tell me a story.
Okay, so,
Use your point. Forbidden forms.
okay, so I am a changeling, and my normal form is someone in a black cloak with an unseen face. You might have previously seen me in the Forbidden Forest, hovering over a dead unicorn. That unicorn, with my broken soul, is now bound to me.
Wow.
You drank of unicorn's blood?
And I'm forever cursed as this narrator changeling, which is why I live forever.
To have a half-life.
This really was an evil party. Jesus.
moment it
Okay.
touches
I'm a lawful good chicken. Okay.
Until the unicorn
I feel like
comes.
Steve-
and
Okay.
I fall.
The unicorn appears. Where do you want it to appear?
Thank you! Yes!
I don't know. I'm just gonna put it right there for now.
It's right next to, or like a...
Cannon.
You're on top of a tower.
Yeah, well, no, because it has a 90... I can cast it 90 feet away from me.
Okay.
Took the ball throw background, obviously.
She's on top of a tower.
And it rolls its own initiative.
It does.
Yes.
So I rolled a... that's a 6 plus whatever initiative for a unicorn.
It has a plus
A bless.
2.
2. Okay, so it has an
That's
initiative of 8.
Still go before me.
And right after them.
Dude, summon a nightmare.
What?
A nightmare.
Oh. I don't have spells. Well, I have spells. I
She has some spells.
I can't use them if I want to save
heal,
anything.
and it can attack on yourself.
It can. It can heal, so it has a bunch of fun stuff.
Yeah.
It has its hooves.
Yeah.
It has its horn. It has a healing touch.
Cool.
And it has a special ability that it can use to try and protect you guys.
Is it online, like on Roll20 or something? Is that what you're looking at?
I'm on D&D Beyond.
Gotcha. I was just gonna pull it up so she can look at it.
What's the protecting thing?
Shimmering Shield. It's a legendary action.
Should I use that on its action?
It'll use it after someone else's turn.
Okay.
So yeah, this shimmering unicorn appears at the bottom of the tower. That is your turn, yes?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Would you like to inspire anyone? Actually,
No,
someone is
it's
still
fine.
inspired. Huh.
My healing word is
Oh, your healing word is
with a
bonus
bonus
action.
action.
That's right. All right, you're done. Tilius.
Alright. So here's what I'm gonna do. First, I gotta try and get over here. I'm not fast, so.
You could always use a bullshit point.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a bullshit point, and I'm gonna say that after being
Branch
dead
out
for an
the history.
entire year, I see my sister, and I'm just like, I need to get over there, and I need to help my sister. And I am, with all of the energy that I would have used in that year that I was dead, all the energy just builds up inside me, and I just, whoosh, just like, not teleport, but just like dash right up next to Agnes.
Do you want to get on the bunny?
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm on the bunny with Agnes.
Yeah. So Agnes, you're attacking Tiamat, and then you just get tackle hugged
Oh.
by
And I'm
Tilius.
like, hey. And I'm also like, hey, give me the sword. But the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use, so after that bullshit magic, I'm just here. I'm gonna use my bonus action to take my Dreadlord Shadows and push them towards Tiamat. And so I have to make a melee spell attack. I crit.
Holy shit.
So
Okay.
I got a nat 20. So that's 3d10. Do I get to roll? Do I double that for a?
Yeah, I'd say so. So Tilius jumps on the back. She says, "Give me my sword." And you notice now, as she got closer to you, things kind of got darker.
Oh, because you have the gloom.
Yeah.
She has this gloom, or this
Am I
perpetual
sad?
gloom around her. No,
Oh.
you're very happy. It doesn't affect people she likes.
Oh, okay.
And the shadow of Tiamat itself, the shadows of the bunny, all just reach up. And these deadly spikes shoot up out of the ground
Oh, God.
and just pierce Tiamat.
16. 17. So that's only 17 points of damage.
Okay,
But
that's
then I'm gonna take
a
my
lot.
sword, and then I'm gonna attack. Because that was a bonus action.
Do you want to? Will you give her the sword?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I have the sword
You
now.
take the Eastern Blade of the Dreamwalker.
And I'm just gonna go ham. And I'm gonna.
She's gonna steal my signature move.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like this. How many times can I slice him?
You have 2 attacks.
I'm gonna slice him twice.
In your belt.
Yeah, you still have your own sword in your belt.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
My dinky little
Yeah.
sword that you gave me, thanks.
Yeah. So I'm gonna swing at Tiamat twice. What is it plus to hit? Is it 12 or?
Your bonus is.
It doesn't say.
Oh, that's my bad actually. I think it's 1 higher than Agnes's.
What was yours? What's yours to hit?
I don't know.
Sounds very Agnes.
Hers is 13 to hit, so mine's 14 to hit.
Yes.
Fireball next turn.
Is the green thing my unicorn?
Yeah.
So the first one's 30 to hit,
That'll hit.
Oh!
and the second one is
It's nice having
20 to hit.
Okay.
Wait, no, that's a 9, not a 6. 23 to hit.
23 will not hit.
Damn.
Okay, well, I hit him once. So I need 1d8, 2d6.
I should have played this one till he came back.
I love the nice where it's like perfectly timed with your like.
You could potentially do it two-handed if you want.
24.
24 points of damage.
Yeah. Yeah, and this music is playing. It's like coming out of my arm or something.
It's coming out of Jacob's ears. It's just.
Oh, yeah! He has little,
It's
like,
just a portable stereo.
he has
as
little
well.
crystals in his ears.
Okay, y'all, I got 15 minutes. Let's
How do you
do
want to
it.
do this?
Are you serious?
What?
I knew it!
Damn it.
So this music is playing. I'm going ham, and I just like okay, and Agnes puts her hand on the blade too. We both just reel it back and just stab as deep into Tiamat as we can. Like it's like we're like balls deep in there. We're like elbows deep. We're like in there. It reels back. All 5 of its heads are like shrieking, and there's like a bright light that comes from my Eastern Blade of the Dreamwalker. It comes out Tiamat's eyes of all of its heads, and there's like this super dramatic music playing, and this type of super dramatic music playing. It screams and it falls.
We did it!
I mean, I was going to describe the light and stuff before she mentioned it, and then she did. So. But yes, this glowing light as you're both stabbing into Tiamat's arm. Tiamat, 5 dragon heads roaring in anger and grief and rage. And and her body begins dissolving into light as Tiamat's form just completely disapparates. You stand there holding your sister's arm, clutching the glowing sword together, and Tiamat has once more been banished back to hell.
As I'm still hiding and don't know what's going on, can I Misty Step around the castle and cast like delayed fire blast where it was in the sky?
Sure.
And it just
And it's fireworks. Yeah.
Ha! Oh, like
Oh,
this chicken.
she's gone.
And in the sky.
That would have been a lot
There's
of
just a
damage.
fireball explosion.
And I was so ready to use a bullshit point.
Yeah. So was I.
I don't know. How is it? And this
Oh my God,
made her happy.
Steve didn't die!
But did nothing.
Who did nothing?
And with that, yeah, you guys.
What were you gonna
Someone
do?
goes up and
I
just
was
like
gonna use
puts a healing hand on the gelatinous cube and it like.
fully charged
Yeah,
sapphire.
and while we're
you should
hugging, I
strike.
give you some of my.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can have all of it.
That
You
would,
can have 100
at that
points.
range, it would be
Oh.
200.
Tilly hugs you and you feel all your wounds stitch up together
And
again.
emotional wounds.
And
Yeah,
emotional
I
wounds.
banish my gloom.
And I give you a standing ovation.
As a baby fawn.
That's a big. No, I'm now a bird.
Oh, certainly.
Prepare falcon.
Jacob doesn't know what's going on because he still has his earphones in.
Jamming.
Lit.
We won. Oh, cool.
And with that, our heroes have successfully completed their mission, and you all walk into the sunset.
Aww.
No.
Tiamat.
I'm glad we did it, but I had a plan.
Steve
Spilled
lives.
his dice.
He did literally
Jordan.
nothing.
Out of curiosity, what were you going to do?
I was going to use a BS point to have a fully charged Staff of the Magi that I had found and was waiting for the right moment to use
You
it.
were gonna destroy it and
Yes.
just kill yourself. Oh god.
You're gonna destroy it?
Yes.
And what would it have done?
Well, at that
When
range,
you destroy some certain powerful magical staves, they explode. And do a shit ton of damage.
based on the charges,
Oh.
fully charged, that would be 400 points of damage. But it would get dexterity saving throw, so it would have a legendary resistance, so it would end up being 200.
So Steve was gonna suicide bomb Tiamat.
Yeah, that's what
That's
Think it
pretty
was-
sick.
I am the
It is
great mage
Steve!
I would have a 50% chance to survive.
and you're Steve, so you wouldn't have.
You have disadvantage on that.
That's so iconic. I love
They
it.
would have just like imploded into a black hole. And then that's how we would have won.
I was gonna use the bullshit point because I was supposed to have 2 more
Where'd
actions
the
on this script
dragon
that I
go?
didn't take. So my bullshit point was gonna be now that Tilius is in my eyesight and I saw her, just more rage like comes in me, and I was gonna use the 2 actions I was supposed to have before.
Oh, me
But we
and
didn't get to my turn.
it's okay. Me and Lilith had like a beautiful reunion. Like we saw each other. We like after we were done.
That's
Yeah.
rage
Like we're like
tears.
we like running across. She like throws me in the air.
Yeah, because that was after I like gave you the letter, right? So I was like,
Yeah.
she's here, and y'all were like,
So curious.
Had I
Yeah.
been smart enough to cast Blink before I used Mass Polymorph, we would have stayed as dragons and just.
Blink should have been the first spell that you cast.
I know.
What's blink?
The one where you can disappear
Blink
and like not be there.
Yeah, I made the choice not to take one.
Yeah. Good character choice. Bad wizard choice.
I don't have shielder.
I don't know.
He took none of the defensive things.
I have counter
What-
spell, dispel
what's
magic.
actually-
and remove
Eric,
curse.
of
which
it.
ones are yours?
Those
The
are
red
the only
D10
like
and that-
counter spells, like the
And
only
the yellow.
abjuration spell.
The yellow
Because he's
D10.
never really affected by
The
that.
rest
Thank you.
I think
Oh,
are.
No, he's not.
I hit my middle one. And then the rest.
Whose is this? The yellow.
I got it
looks
from
like
this.
strawberry.
It's probably mine.
Yes.
I think it is.
I already have
I'll be
mine.
here.
Yeah. You just have one? I think so.
No, well, I have.
I only die.
No, I.
There's like this little snake dude. He's
That's
cool.
Eric.
Yeah, that's for like
I
when
think
someone has a
everything younger
familiar.
that way is Eric's.
Except for this.
It's true.
Goes in my window.
Does Tiamat have immunity to magic fire or just resistance?
Immunity.
Okay. So my character, as far as damage, was completely useless.
I mean, yeah, she has.
Same.
Dragons are immune to the damage that they deal.
Yeah.
So she
So
was
it's like
immune to
everything.
most of the damage types.
So having Hellish Rebuke was gonna do nothing.
Yeah, that's why I changed some of your spells, like you had Dimension Door.
Yeah. I was gonna use them, but then I raged earlier than I thought I was going to because
Oh,
I
yeah.
was already frightened.
Yeah.
My plan was to use Vampiric Touch first and then rage, but you frightened me. So I was like, well, we're just
You
gonna get out.
scared me. Now I'm angry.
I was frightened and I needed to
Yeah.
shake it up.
And so we're like, we're just gonna skip step 1 and go straight to rage.
That's what Command Purpose has become one of my favorite spells. Just
blast it.
well, any
Okay,
just
so
about any,
well,
except for like positive or negative and psychic.
That was pretty lit, you guys.
That was the most insane combat I think we've ever had.
I loved it.
am
though. Thank
a
you.
little
How many
disappointed
points did
that I
Tiamat
didn't
have
get
at the
to
beginning?
use the rebooted strike.
Huh?
How many points did Tiamat have at the beginning?
Sadly.
What do you mean points?
Hit points.
She had 615 hit points.
Okay.
Whoa,
Okay.
and y'all was throwing out hundreds. That's why.
Ah, yeah.
You had two that were.
So she had a lot of hit points and she had health regeneration.
How much would she regain?
She was getting 30 points back every round.
Oh, every round. Got you.
Just throw my.
She also had Divine Word at will,
What is
which
Divine
I
Word?
decided not to use because none of you were low enough, I didn't think. It's a spell, if you look it up, it's basically a super powerful spell that there's no saving throw or anything. If you're lower than 50 hit points, it like deafens you. If you're lower than that, it blinds you.
Oh.
If you're lower than that, like it does some other shit like stunning you.
Yeah.
And if you're super low, it just straight up kills you.
If you're 20 or fewer, you're killed. 30 or fewer, blind, deaf, and stunned. 40, deaf and blind, and 50, deaf. Okay.
Yeah, so she...
That's terrifying.
Oh yeah, Divine Word is no joke.
7th level evocation spell.
And she has it at will.
Oh my god.
For the team.
Oh no, wait, 3 a day. 3 a day, not at will. 3 a day.
How many legendary resistances did you have?
5.
Okay.
Is that like
this
like
I
usually
didn't do
3?
Usually 3.
I guess
This
so.
time
far
it's
back.
I didn't pull out
Right.
any spell attacks because I'm like, she's
I know,
gonna
yeah.
die.
Yeah.
Guys, that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was pretty lit.
Too bad you weren't here on time.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Then we could have had I had this whole thing planned where it's like, I was gonna be like, yeah, then Tilly starts laughing. Like, and then we would do the thing where she turns into Tiamat together and we both be speaking at once because there's 5 heads. And then I was gonna be like, Maddie, come over here and play Tiamat. But then she already sat next to me, so that was fine. That worked out.
Zane had his Masters of the Universe shirt on.
Oh, I can
minutes
return
ago.
your rocks.
They were
Skeletor.
they're
Oh my gosh. Reader's Dice. Reader forgot his freaking jacket.
Weird. No.
He's dumb.
Did he take his book?
Who?
I think
Reader.
so. Yeah.
We hope so.
I think I saw him.
Yeah, I think he took that, but it's not his flannel.
Hey, wait, you have his flannel?
Yeah.
Yes, I have his flannel.
What a man.
I might see him tonight.
Alright, take his flannel.
We're just gonna pass it.
Now it's your responsibility.
I'll just give it to Casey.
There you go.
That was fun. You know what I never got a chance to really play? Honey Heist.
I didn't
Neither did
either.
Did we even
No,
We didn't
just
finish.
left off in the
You
middle.
guys crashed your cars off the side of the LA freeway.
I remember somebody trying to make a human face with duct tape. I think it was you.
It was Tyler.
Oh, Tyler.
Not
And you were
duct
like,
tape.
no, you can't do that.
Flex tape.
Flex tape. Black,
Oh.
solid black flex tape.
It comes in different colors.
Yeah. There's clear and white.
We could have painted
Feels
it.
good.
If you're viewing flex.
Who said black's not flesh colored?
Yikes.
Whoa.
What did you say?
Unless you are like in Africa,
Whoa.
it's rare to see someone that dark
Yeah.
though. I mean,
But
Okay,
that's like the color. the
my
TV
best
is.
friend in high school, Ojioma, was from Nigeria, but she was here in America, bitch.
there you
That's
go.
my
That's
best friend. My best friend
right.
Michael is first generation American out of his whole family.
Bam.
We can play Honey Heist, and we could do a different D&D game, and we could try out lots of other stuff.
We could do a bunch of stuff.
Now we can focus on stuff that is not gigantic 5-headed dragon goddesses, where you guys. Can
But
play.
if we ever are able to get together all at once, then we need to do Tiamat.
What?
Again.
Again?
Yeah, all like
We'll
all
play
of
each
us
other's
with
characters.
Tyler and everything.
I don't know.
Okay.
The way we defeated her was pretty badass.
It really was.
I feel like that's a fitting conclusion.
That's true.
I feel like there was a few perfect scenarios that could have gone.
Once a year,
And
we
that
just
was
have
one.
like an epic battle.
Once a year Tiamat fight.
Yeah,
Yearly
either Tiamat
Tiamat.
or just something
We
epic.
just-
Tiamat comes back, she's like, you thought you saw the last one.
Next year we
Nice
could
bitch.
fight the Tarats.
We could do an epic level battle royale too, like Hunger Games style.
Yeah, Battle
The
Royale.
Tarask, we could also do Battle Royale. The Tarask is the most powerful monster in the monster manual. It is made by the gods. It is a titan. It is a giant city-destroying monster.
Kind of like the
I think it has
Demogorgon.
the same CR, but like
It,
Can we
yeah.
watch a
So
Demogorgon since that's my
so
father?
to give you
Kill my
yeah.
father.
Did you decide Demogorgon was your dad?
Well, that's what we said because normally it'd be Orcus, but it's not Orcus, obviously, and so we said
here's
Demogorgon.
what
I assumed it would probably be like Grazed because he's like this.
Isn't the big bad Tiamat?
Yeah.
No.
But it's a girl. At one point you said
She's not a
it
demon.
was the Demogorgon.
Y'all, here's what
The
went
script
down.
whatever you
I-
want.
Here's what went
Sense
down
with the lore,
yesterday.
but it
to
doesn't
be the
matter.
side.
So me and Lilith, or Tilius and Lilith were finally like, okay, like we're ready to take the big leap, and like Tilius proposes. Okay, they're gonna get married. But then I go to ask for her father's blessing. He's like, no, bitch, and I'm like, well,
And so we're gonna kill him.
I guess we have to kill him.
Whatever you
And
decide
I'm
is my
like,
father. We're
they're
all gonna
getting
kill him.
married, so I'm gonna help.
Yeah.
And then we're all like, the rest of you
You're
have no
probably a
choice.
bridesmaid. And I'm
Oh,
like,
you're maid of
really?
honor.
I was just
And
gonna
I'm just
say.
gonna challenge him to a fight.
Yeah, he was already. We didn't even tell him, but we went, and he was already there. Like, it is I, the great man.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
like, Steve,
perfect.
okay, you can join.
Oh, you came all the way to the abyss. That's
Oh,
nice.
great, Steve, we'll help you.
So
Yeah, we
next
could
big battle
we
will
could
be
do
my father.
Demogorgon
Yes.
or one of the other demons.
Whatever
we could
you
make up a
want.
demon.
Sure.
To be her
Trask is
dad.
just like
The great
literally
demon Lord
Godzilla,
Kazuzi.
though, right?
Yeah,
Whatever
the
you
Tarrasque.
decide my dad
yeah.
is.
I
The,
wanted to
the
be
Tarrasque
like
is
the guy
Godzilla,
from Adventure
and it's
Time
literally
that
as tough as
explains
Tiamat.
that. He's like,
Even though it's not a god.
I'm not.
Cool. So next year's big battle. Guess
Can we
mother.
run Skeletor? Yeah.
Do you want me to custom make Skeletor?
Yes.
Yes!
Whatever you want to make as my dad, go for it. Ready to
Yeah,
play,
daughter.
give me some
Who are these mortals you have brought into my keep?
It is I, the great mate Steve.
It is I,
Finger of
Papyrus!
death! Yeah!
It is I,
Sans.
Paladin Tilius, healer of the wounded, defender of
Sans,
life.
get me
and
my
I am always
bonehead.
rebelled against you.
Sans, get me my cold spaghetti!
Soul
Yeah!
of Athens.
Yeah.
Okay, boss.
I like
How did you get through my my clever trap?
On
Mhm.
the sheet music, that is close.
He'll be like, the great Paladin Tilius, how unpredictable. And by that I mean completely predictable. Like,
We'll just turn Undertale into the
Oh my god. Oh, past the sentence. Oh my god. Genocide road. Let's go, guys.
all right, my darling.
If you murder
I
hobos,
must
it's showing you.
I have to go to work. Sorry, I literally worked for an hour. I love you so much. It's so
That was
lovely.
perfect. Honestly, I was thinking like,
Every day.
should I add more hit points? Because it can go over the average hit points. And it's like, she's leaving, let's do this.
Bye. Sorry, I'm leaving you here. It's okay. Reply to me. Bye. I love you.
I was gonna ask that one, Jordan.
Bye, pal.
I was like, I'm already home, sorry.
I live here.
I got Sarah's
Wales.
We'll give you a distance
See you
hug.
sometime.
Yeah, because Zane's sick.
Distance hug.
Yeah, and I'm sweaty, so it wouldn't be enjoyable for either of us. All right, friends. This is pretty. What kind of stuff is this?
Does someone live closer?
Bye. I love you so much.
Bye.
You too.
Bye.
I'll see you soon.
Yeah,
If not
And
before
I'm-
Dapper Days, then Dapper Days.
Goodbye.
There you go.
Maybe one.